Greetings, and it's another Saturday night. Black men being brutally honest is here with you once again. And I see I already got comments. All right, glad to see all of you are here already. Toya, I'm gonna enjoy this. Sure you want to say that now? You know, there's might be some shit to say, and there's always some shit to say. Yeah. While you are listening, I'd like to thank you for that video you did. I was glad to be of some help to you in any kind of way, and I always do say things such as, if I am able to help in any kind of way with any of you guys' channels, or just I don't know, give you a laugh or something. I really do appreciate it, and doesn't matter how big or how small this channel is. If I can get that kind of support and that kind of inspiration to continue to do content, then I am much appreciative. It gives me purpose. So I am at least proud of that. So once again, I appreciate it. Hurry up and buy. What's going on? Phil Brad. Rogish the Build Monger. As always, see Bruce Almighty. Uh Perfect timing. Shoot, I might have to drop the link a little early for this one. But yeah, let me just get some stuff off my chest real quick. And I am the weekend warrior, so let me start off by saying long live the habitual line steppers for entertainment purposes only. Fair use is in place. Cash App, BMBBH for life. Harsh language throughout this entire program. Although I try not to get gratuitous with it, who the fuck knows? So anyway, this is not like this is not like just a let me jab at simps thing. This thing goes much deeper. Probably goes a little deeper than the matriarchal sense of things too. So we're not really we're going to poke at that a little bit, but not so much as a self accountability for black men. And that's some of the shit that we need to seek. We need to be conscious of how the fuck we carry ourselves in public if we're going to make other groups accountable for how they carry themselves. So let's do some black man accountability. Let's do some of that tonight. Uh, yeah, I mean, if you want to somehow involve, like the females do play into it, and yes, it's of a sexual dynamic, and that kind of thing is always going to be used as a weapon to shame you for telling whatever truth that you would like to share, even if it's valid, even if it's a mountain of fucking evidence. So you got to understand. Uh, Whereas we can make men accountable all day, the females play into it, not to so much point the finger, but how we react to the opposite sex when it comes to things like this. And the motivation for most of it is the opposite sex. Some of us try to pass it off as our protectiveness of the opposite sex. We should be, protecting our sisters. We should be, going out of our way to make sure these sisters are okay. Or at least, if you believe in spirituality, at least, throw some good hoodoo toward them, or, some prayer or something like that. That we as black men should act on certain things. So, but, let's go a little deeper. You know, I always wondered about things like such as like we if you have any respect for history, you will look at things different ways, and not just a sugar coated kind of tickly way that makes us all feel good inside. Uh, because nowadays we're calling that whitewashed history. we care more about Dr. King having a dream instead of what he was actually trying to say. So a lot of us are very weary of that. So a lot of us would, look at things a certain way, and it gets very emotional. Yeah, men are allowed to be emotional, and crying is not the default emotion for a man. But there's a range of emotions. There's happiness, there's sadness, there's anger, there's mental anguish and pain, all of that stuff. And we go through a range of emotions, reflecting on our history and how we face struggles as black people in our country. Notice I said black people. The mixture of you know the culmination of the melanated. That some of us like to call it ADOS, and we're making it all these separations, but it seems like almost to a worldwide extent we all get treated the same by other groups. Some places worse, and there's no consequence. Some of those places might be in Africa, but who knows? I'm not going to give Africa a bad rap as a continent. It's a big old continent full of countries. It's allowed to have a diversity of things, and some things are going to be wrong with it, just like some things are wrong with the United States of America. Western culture in particular. We discuss Western culture in this space quite frequently. So, with all the challenges we face as black people, you would think at least the men could have some solidarity. Had an interesting talk with someone tonight. Next week is Father's Day. My dad is always an interesting person to talk to. He is. I mean, he'll be 75 next year. Yeah, he survived the old South. I think of men like him. Seriously, a man who busted his ass. He didn't do the 50-50 thing. He did a 100. I'm just giving you a characterization of what kind of man he was. And although he put up with a lot to get that food on the table, I mean, he was in some pretty good positions. He's a survivor. So, it kind of, oh man, it kind of gets me all in my feelings. I would say, okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and shout out to, if I didn't, I think I called KNC in red. Well, what's going on? And I'm listening. Yeah, what's going on? Good to see y'all. If anything were to get in my feelings, is thinking about how my old man is. Was when he was at full strength. Not retired. The way he is right now, the way he's beating cancer. By the way, really touches my soul to hear someone say that black men have failed the black community. It really does. It really does, because see, when you say black men, I have to look at myself and I say, oh, okay, well, I'm black. It's a generalization. Some people avoid generalizations and try to make themselves a little bit more special than others that might not have tried as hard, or might have gone through a series of unfortunate circumstances beyond their control. Call that Highlander. So let me tell you something. I'm not really here to talk about simp. I mean, I say simp a lot on this channel. I'm not here to talk about Highlander for real, for real. They will come up. And I'm not really here to talk about the female element, but that's going to come up a lot. Because this black man hatred toward black men, pussy has a lot to do with it. Let me tell you something. Most club fights, I'm pretty sure 95% of all club fights, and especially the ones that result in shooting deaths, always had something to do with pussy. I see it so many times. And then to make it so bad, the pussy they fighting over, they act like that's the most special pussy in the club when there's a lot of pussy in there for everyone to get. But, you know, senseless violence, senseless death. But what would make you hate your brother so much that you would want to take his life? Because I mean, you got a little alcohol in your system, and people put alcohol in their system to quote unquote feel good. Some of these Negroes be smoking weed, and I don't have anything against partaking at all. I don't. In fact, hold on once. Uh, yeah, right there. Shoot. I mean, and later in life, when I hit my less naive stage, I discovered that guys like that were kind of doing other things besides, what I just mentioned. You know, lacing them blunts and shit before they go inside the club. So I understood it a little bit more, but I never understood the violent end. Shout out to Antoine Johnson, Black Light Revelations 2. I never understood that end. I never understood the end that resulted in the death of someone just for going to the club that night. And maybe, just maybe, wanting to score some hams. And I'm not talking about pork, but the activity they would want it to. Like, let me tell you something. When guys are in the club, they're on the hunt. Not so much anymore because of, you know, incidences like Jasmine Island. But of course, I haven't been to a club in years and years and years, and is not concerned about returning to them motherfuckers either. Nowadays, I hear about more rappers getting killed than anything. Didn't like another rapper get like shot 2 weeks ago? And it's like these are be rappers that I ain't even heard of. This shit happens on a regular basis. Like, like, let me tell you something. Hearing about somebody's death, like hearing about somebody's death when I was younger was so. It seemed like the most extreme thing ever. I remember the elementary school I went to. Um, for some reason, this father went insane and murdered his wife and murdered her daughter and his two children he had with her. So murdered the wife, murdered the three children. It's like what? Like when I heard about that death, and it was a messed up situation. And by the way, he ended up killing himself in prison. Well, that was the story they gave us. Either way, you kill your wife and your kids, then, it's whatever happens to you. Is you know, I hoped it was painful. I'll put it that way. I hoped it was painful, but hearing about that kind of thing occurring was so shocking to the point where it changed the air of things. It changed the environment for months. Changed the environment for months. People think, well, I would say they think I had it easy because and this is a dumbass assumption that a lot of these little I would say pookie degenerate types and some of these old cool jock types too. This is one thing they would have wrong about a person. They think just because a person speaks with good diction, that they're somehow think they're better than everyone else, and that they haven't been through anything. I was a teenage cancer patient. I went to a summer camp with kids that were just like me. Some were missing limbs because they had to be amputated. A lot of them had no hair. I went to that summer camp for 4 summers. Each summer, I saw a child that the next summer I could never see again because, some of them didn't make it out. So, fuck all that ignorant shit. You never know what a person goes through. You never ever know. So, So let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's get back to the topic at hand. So I knew that was probably a bit much, but it's this hatred that comes so regular. It comes so regular right now. I came from a place where I would say that at best life was precious. You didn't waste your time on bullshit. You tried to have the best time possible. Shit, I threw parties in my late 20s. Yeah, fuck all that young kid shit. I felt good about things. You ought to be able to celebrate a little bit when you feel good about something. Why isn't that there more of that in our community, especially between the genders? But instead, we threw things off balance, and now we got all this little self-hatred and conflict. I don't know. I guess conflict is necessary. We do have a lot of problems that need to come to the surface, I would say. Shout out to Absalom Payanki TV. And Saw Heru. What's going on? Yeah. So I call it get in touch with your fem side. The reason why I call it get in touch with your fem side is because one aggressive black male attack on black men, one really aggressive one, and it's starting to kind of make me wonder about some of you out here, because they used to do that in again the Facebook group. They used to do that, and I used to call it many things. A couple of which I can't say here because those would get me 30-day suspensions. But one thing I used to say was I felt like guys who constantly stressed that point was fishing for a boyfriend. Why are you so intent on seeing someone alphabet? I mean, shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, those people in that lifestyle can do whatever they want to do. There's no concern to me. I don't care. I really don't. And I understand where the argument is. If someone's going to take a position of the accused, why? Well, if you're going to take it, then it's hypocrisy. Like most of what these guys say. I hate to see the hater shit. I really do, because the hater shit, and this is unrelated to the story I told about my cancer experience. The hater shit has costed so many lives, and it really is. Now it's costing us a lot of our mentality, and it's making a lot of us look crazy. I'm just saying it is. Like, really, how far can you go with an internet beef if we want to start talking about how it relates to this space? Hating on black men for having a conversation because people are watching. It amazes me how people will sit on panels for 5 hours talking about how much black men talk. 5 hours now, isn't that a stretch? I don't think I do too many shows that get to 5 hours. And I don't really sit there and watch a show for 5 hours and watch them sit up there and trash black men repeatedly. I mean, if you sit up here like there's a certain content creator that, every show he has a different title, but he talks about the same thing over and over again. I mean, I'm not going to call his name out, but let's just say, supposedly Google owes us about $330 billion. Owes Black YouTube. So if that'll give it away. I mean, shoot. I don't know. It's just that I believe in, I should be a little bit more dynamic with content. I do understand the craziness of being obsessed with the same topic over and over again. But if you really just hating on like black men having discussions, and you're participating in conversations like that over and over again, you're pretty much doing it the same way, doing the same thing, except for one thing that you pretend like it doesn't exist. Black men hate is easy. It's really easy. And yeah, you can you some of you with some of your arguments, you picked out some pretty good examples. It's not me to call those guys out, because they have their own channel. They're doing their own thing, and if they have a viewership, they're doing something that absolutely works for their audience. It doesn't have to work for the collective, but the collective mindset is that, you know, since black men are doing something, let's find a way to tear it down. What is this hatred for black men? I had a broadcast a couple weeks ago, I think, said, is it the black manosphere or is it just black men? So, to that context. And shit, it just probably is just in my, I will recall that my final answer, I think, is just black man hate. It's not like it's really. And let me be truthful about this. Let me be brutally honest. It's not really having that devastating an impact. Maybe for the next generation, because I mean, you can ignore it what you want to, if you want to, but you're already seeing its impact. Nobody wants to be like the old guy. For some reason, we have this idea that the old guy is the one that's messing everything up, when you have impassionate young guys who just think that um, shouting real loud and cursing actually is going to win them the day. And you know what? The only people that you win at the end of the day with that bullshit is stupid chicks. Stupid chicks will, and and somebody gonna say he talking about black women. If you want to relate stupid chicks to black women, I'm not. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and cash in the Naxal fallacy. Not all X is like that, or like that. You know, y'all should be tired of the Naxal fallacy by this time, but you gotta say it. But the only people you're gonna win at the end of the day is two. And I think these guys know this. If these guys were really doing all that great with women, instead of, I would say, like I'm about to point out, get in touch with their feminine side, because that's all you're really doing at the end of the day. If you're hurt by anything that the guys are saying, and you're not doing any proper research, and all you want to do is insult, crack jokes, and docs, you're doing exactly what you're saying the guys you hate doing. You're acting feminine. Constantly calling guys out their sexuality like women. That's feminine. That's easy to say somebody's gay or somebody's stupid or something like that. But can you explain 5 logical reasons why without being a smug prick? Most, like let me go ahead and say it. Most people can't, because we adhere to this ignorance, and nobody wants to hear, and nobody wants to hear people talk like this. Some people do. But let's just face it. It's like every time y'all's calling guys alphabet, every time you're calling guys dusty losers, you're projecting your life onto those guys. Let's face it. A lot of these guys on this platform are not dusty. They just aren't. As far as me, Kev, I could care less what you think of me. I'll tell you 5 ways from Sunday what you could do with this left cheek and this right cheek attached to my hind quarters. Like, so you can think how you want to think on that one. But hey, you know what? Everybody has an opinion, and it's up to you to debunk it. Is you going with the most extreme situation first, and that's not logical. Let's say what is logical is black men, because every time we say something like, especially this I don't know, this old slick talking YouTuber, hey, let's think black men, let's it's we're supposed to be logical. We can't let our egos get in the way, and some of you guys, and then he, licks his lips about 8 times. Like, some of you guys, y'all just ain't logical, man. That's why these females don't respect you. I was like, talk like, I don't know. This is what I hated about newscast journalists. This is what I hated about those guys. Those guys didn't, in the women too. They don't talk normal. Oh, we're gonna close five at this, and now for the weather. No, they don't talk like normal people. I feel like some of these guys that sit up here and do these shit campaigns against black men, they don't talk like normal fucking people. It's like you got those try to be assholes. You don't know how to be an asshole. Y'all don't know. It's not an art you have down. Calm that shit down. Read a book about it. You guys you're not in a position to be smug. Shit. Anybody that has to express, hey, I'm an asshole, they are not an asshole. I would say it's closer to the pussy, but I mean, jury's out on stuff like that. Try to stay away from the shaming, because it's like, if I'm going to sit up there and say, hey, you go and call Kai's alphabet, can't call him pussy either. Unless they acting like it, unless they prove it. If you got proof, actual proof. But we don't work with proof. We work on the other side of emotion. And that emotion is called bitch assness. Uh 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 a term coined by someone who showed quite a bit of bitch assness throughout his career. But, that's another discussion. I come from a thought that sees any betrayal, and this is where we get into some of this good stuff. What up, Grinch, Raven Knight? I'm cut from a cloth that sees any kind of betrayal or any kind of wanton dissension. It's treasonous, and that you deserve to be punished. But since this is YouTube and we have community guidelines, I probably need to start talking more on Free Speech Avenger. I have an account that I don't even pay any attention to, and so many things doing today. It's just, it's kind of hard to focus here, focus there. But the realest content creators, they have pulled it off, and I'm taking nothing from those guys. So, although I may disagree with philosophies, I will never ever really go on a full fledged attack, or spread a falsehood slandering, because that seems to be the new kind of I don't know, hate warfare that's going on. It's gotten past the club. It's gotten past street gangs. I didn't like street gangs for the simple fact is they're the ones, to me, that's my first experience of separation. I mean, I went to a Catholic school from first through eighth grade, and some of the kids thought they were better than you because you had to pay to go there, and you know I ain't give a fuck about that shit. We were all kids, but but that was the first real separation. Like they didn't, they showed you that they were on the nigga side. They didn't care about being black. If if they saw you as smaller and weaker, and I was like, I had a little rough. I was like 5 foot and like 90 pounds going into junior high. That shit was well, late in junior high. It was ninth grade when I went from private school to public school, and yeah, it was a little rough. I had to learn how to get some hands, or it just was every Friday. It was just gonna be like that. 5, 6 on 1. It was rough. And just coming from and the Catholic school I went to was an institution that was a participant in the Selma to Montgomery March. It was Campsite 4. It was Campsite 4, St. Jude. The marchers were allowed to camp there overnight. Something that the HBCU didn't do because they was afraid that their funding was going to be removed by the state and local government. So that's if anyone wants to say anything about that, then y'all can go right ahead. But that's just what it was. So it was kind of a proud history, I would say. But yeah, it's that another example of where I mean, and people, and I get it. Young people don't want to hear that shit. Young people don't want to hear you say anything about oh, well, we've been through all this in our past, and all this other stuff that already happened. Where do we go from here? That's why we're having these conversations. That's why we're having these broadcasts. If you're listening, then complain. Maybe you might learn something. And I mean, like, I'm not here to say that I know more than a young person. There are plenty of young people that can give me tips on all kinds of shit. But until I run across those people, you know, all I hear from young people in this space is about old niggas. Like I'm just gonna kill over and die. Shit. I tell my dad today. I'm like, Dad, I'm ready for you to be here another 10 years. Come on now. Like I said, he about to be 75. Y'all be thinking people supposed to damn kill over and give up at 40. Like, damn. Y'all ain't gonna give us a chance to be here. Like shit. But anyway, some of us, I guess if you want to chalk it up to that, if you want me to start talking kind of like a slow tip, I guess it chalks it up to our warrior instinct. There has to be some form of conflict, whether it's a mental struggle or a physical struggle. Some kind of, I don't know, I guess trying to prove you're the alpha or whatever, and especially in front of these hoes, so to speak. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Now I did say I was gonna mention Highlander, and that's some hatred too. It's very easy to go to that though, because everybody believes that they're, and let's face it, among content creators, a lot of the reason for the content, because I mean the conflict is because each one of us believe that we might be a little better than the other. Seriously, even in our cliques, even in our habitual line steppers, we have realized, well, as far as I'm concerned, that I'm the better content creator, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, you can talk to them guys about whatever, but let's just say long live the habitual line steppers. We'll, if Roger, I'm sure Donnie, if they want to step in and say something, and the other two, but like, let's think about it though. Collectively, collectively, this particular space, this locality, is known as the Black Manosphere. Now, does that mean that everybody's supposed to agree? Nah, that shit would be fake as fuck. Look, like you know, solidarity, yes. Even if you don't agree, even if you get in an argument with the man the previous night, you're able to walk it off, and come back the next night. I mean, I'm talking about as early as the next night. because we should be there at this point. I mean, if you're a mature man, of course. And I'm not gonna, let's be realistic. All of us ain't mature. If you have issues with me and my maturity, you can speak up. But what did I say earlier? Especially in this little space, in this little very, in this little very very local space called Black Men Being Brutally Honest. I mean, I don't rule over the habitual line steppers. Roger doesn't rule over the habitual line steppers, and the others don't rule over the habitual line steppers. So let's see it that way. But if the question ever comes up, Kale told you the answer. So anyway, yeah. Should 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 um should everyone agree? No, that shit's weird. You can closely agree, or you can agree to disagree. Mm. But doesn't have to come to a doesn't have to come to a beef. Doesn't have to wanting to see somebody's life ruined once and for all. Because you got to think about it. You're never truly gonna get rid of that person. Like seriously, no matter how much you cross your fingers and no matter how many hours you spend talking about that motherfucker, you're never gonna get rid of him. What is the end game? What's the goal? You want to get rid of that person? You want to see him go away forever? Or are you riding a wave? Is your hatred and that venom you're spewing is just no more than what the rest of these motherfuckers are doing? Using name in a broadcast and riding a wave. Be honest with yourself. It's like what to if motherfuckers are out there killing motherfuckers that look like them on the street, the least a motherfucker can do on social media is hate on your ass. At least. So I don't have it twisted. I don't have this romanticized version of how everything should be. Because that shit would be like the first Matrix. I mean, y'all want to talk about red pill and blue pill. You remember when the old motherfucker that Neo talked to in the white room? Forgot his name. Like it wasn't the bookkeeper, the task. I don't know. Fuck it. Old white guy with white hair, white beard, white suit. Remember what he said about the first Matrix? That it was perfect, but it failed. It failed because the vision was just too unrealistic. And when you give in to nature anyway, things become chaotic. So everybody ain't supposed to agree. So I like the feel of the space right now, no matter how much y'all complain about it. But somebody got to say something about this little bitch ass shit that's going on, this little feminine ass shit. And then when they say we're feminine, that's nothing but projection. Shoot, dudes that been to prison sitting up there talking about somebody feminine. And I'm not saying everybody been to prison, been down that road. But if you've been to prison and you worry about it like that, then we might need to start looking at you a little bit more close. I mean, shit. If you want to go with the little ignorant narrative, if you want to go with the first thing that you come to mind to bullshit, then people. The first thing that people, okay, say for instance, okay, a black man who speaks with good diction, they say he want to be white. Now, I say that's ignorant. I say that sentiment is ignorant. So maybe it's also ignorant for me to believe that every man that has been to prison has had his butthole taken from him forcefully, unwillingly, and from what I hear from a guy in prison, sometimes it's willing. Like I had a coworker that was a ex-con at one point. It's no secret. I had worked in the restaurant business. Y'all love the job same, so there you go. And you just suck my nuts. Like I better not get too crass. But he said like, shoot, some guys like they go in that prison culture and shoot, they fit right in. And it's just, but he said for the most part, and I guess he was just trying to save face for himself. He said for the most part, it really isn't like that. And and for people who, I mean, I've spent 12 hours in jail at the most. That's because I got caught with some weed back, in 2000. But for the most part, like, if I'm not judging guys that's been to prison, all I'm saying is this: if you've been to prison and you keep attacking space, then you're gonna get attacks like that because because these guys have no problem saying black manosphere, this, that, the other, and will have no fucking proof. Now, some of the insiders. Now, I'm not saying I'm too inside. I'm just somebody that comes to you every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By the way, weekend warrior. But you know, some of y'all know some things about people more than others. So, I mean, if you in ball clubs and little mini Illuminatis like that, then okay, whatever. But surface, at the end of the day, I could care the fuck less. Unless you're being a hypocrite, then I care. But yeah, and I will say this: the black men who hate black men or are different from black men who are wary of some other types of black men, because some of the behaviors that I see that's in the space and in life in general, there's a lot of black men I wouldn't fuck with. Seriously. And that ain't no self-hate thing, that's a caution thing. Shit, that doesn't necessarily have to come from a place of hate, but for some of the bullshit I see Negroes do to each other, I do understand. And a lot of the times we be fucking up. I mean, we should never ever be the ones that are too judgy, because we got work to do. That's why I say the hate is counterproductive. And I wouldn't even say a lot of the judginess. Everybody judges everybody, by the way. So if you're trying to castigate someone for judging, then shut the fuck up. Why y'all so shut the fuck up? You judge every goddamn thing. You judge the way your food tastes. You judge all the movies you watch. You judge how your neighbor mows their lawn if you stay in a neighborhood. I'm just saying, people need to get off that fucking high horse. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm not just gonna go out my way and just just walk up to a random person and say, hey buddy, come here, buddy. I want to tell you something. You're fat. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that shit. But I'm just general context speaking. When you are sitting inside your head by yourself, maybe taking a walk, some gonna run across your mind and say that shit right there look fucked up than a motherfucker. Or you can judge in a good way. Hey, that shit looks beautiful. But you're judging. So get off that high horse. Anyway, I'm about to open up this panel. It has been 47 minutes into the broadcast. Thank you for joining. Really, it's 45 minutes if I count the opening, but let me look at the number of likes I have. Oh, 35 likes and yellow dollar sign already. Y'all don't, shit, YouTube don't give me anything for the green dollar sign stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm not at a really huge level like the larger content creators that can get 50, 60,000 per video. I mean, so maybe it'll be a difference then when that happens, because it will happen. But it's just that, maybe it's just I don't see too much from just revenue. So I mean, hey, it's no secret. I got Cash App scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I left the super chat option open. Anything is appreciated. Yeah, but shit. Shoot, it's broadcast. Getting in touch with your fem side. I just don't know. I'm just very suspicious of guys that are always accusing folks of being on the other side. Like I said, I think they fishing. I think they fishing, and if you sitting up there giggling with a broad just because you said it and they like what you said, I mean, shit, that's kind of feminine too. Hey, seriously, I was always taught that men stood on their own. I mean, anything that I say about anybody comes from me. It's not for anybody's expressed approval or me trying to validate myself with that person. It's like if I tell you that, I mean, I'm not going to tell you your content sucks. I'm not going to say that because if people are watching, then there are people that are not is not going to think your content sucks. They're going to say your content is very good. So opinion is opinion, but I can say that you suck. You tell me I suck too. It's just what it is. Look at that. I have a super sticker by an Antoine Johnson. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And hurry up and buy. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. And, the habitual line steppers overall appreciation. So, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, if I were to attack anyone for real, I wouldn't use a typical one. Like if I were to say that you're alphabet, I'm gonna explain what I see, and it's not gonna be because you hate women or because you bash black women. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be that I have confirmed proof that something like that is going down, or or other shit. People always try to chalk that shit up to behavior. Like I don't know. I just always thought that people had different voices, and some people were just a bit more soft spoken than others. And that can be often seen as effeminate, but I wouldn't let that be my first giveaway. If I were going to call somebody alphabet, it was actually have to be because I don't know, they holding hands with a man kissing in public or some shit like that. I would probably go ahead and say, "Yep, that guy." But we haven't seen any of that. And with people we haven't seen that with, it's pretty ignorant to use that as an attack. But we understand, of course, that sometimes petty can be funny, and sometimes it can be like really stupid and simple and pretty obvious. Like, because I don't care about petty as long as it's funny, but little dumbass shaming attacks because somebody is presenting actual proof of their claim. And for the most part, here's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the guys that have their critique about the manosphere or critique about anything black men do, and that's what it is. It's a critique. You know. So if you're saying that the space is not good, the space need to work on this, this, and this, you might be legitimately, founded upon. You might be. But if you're saying it's full of alphabet people and they're very misogynistic, they want to see black women suffer, because I've heard that in particular. And this ain't particularly from the females. The females are likely to say everything except from they're likely to say everything from we love black men to George Floyd's neck. Is that serious? It ranges from that to that, literally. So not really surprised or shocked by anything they say. But the guys, come on. I just feel like that we need and I'm not like I said. If you want to sit up there and it okay, let me put it like this. Let me bring up something Roger said. He said if black men build a sandcastle, then a black woman is gonna come by and kick it over. I got something to add to that. Or she can just point to it, and then a couple of her simp goons will kick it over. I know I said this wasn't necessarily about simps, it's something deeper. Because some of us got to wonder why exactly. And this is a very controversial one because I've taken accountability for things that I've said in my life. And I've said this. This is when I was younger. How exactly did those white men get in and out of that neighborhood cleanly with Emmett Till to go kill him? I used to hear my grandparents talk a certain way. And as hard as it was to believe, you had a lot of black people back then that didn't like black people. I mean, the civil rights movement got some people on point. A lot of people on point, actually. But you wouldn't believe, it was more of a sense of us against them. But with some of them, men and women alike, it was just this hatred. It would be the guys that would just mosey on out the way because Emmett Till was a guy that was from the North. And there was some back then, if it's more prevalent than ever, back then it was a lot of little animosity toward Northerners. They think they're better than us because they're from the North and all this, yada, yada, yada. And then, from the North is always this, oh, the baby from the South, they so slow, they talk slow, blah, blah, blah. And it didn't help shit. None of that helped shit. But I used to say that. How did they get out in and out that town so cleanly? And like I said, this was me being younger. And not having a full understanding of the gravity of everything back then. And we talk all this good game about what we would have done, but what would we have really done back then? Would we have done the same thing? We've got out of those white men's way. White men way. Well, I don't know. And let him drag Emmett out of bed because you knew what was going to happen. They weren't going to bring him back. I didn't even think they told him they was going to bring him back. Yeah, so I had this little thing about me. Why didn't black people fortify back then? Now, if you want to talk about resentment, you know, why didn't we fortify when we had the chance? I know there were efforts and I know there were townships that were burned down. But even then, why didn't we why? Why are we in this situation now? I was angry for a long time because I had figured that out. Angry as fuck. Still a little angry. Why didn't we as a people fortify once and for all? Now, it'll be very complex in this day and age. I mean, technology and they like to call what we do extremism. So like they come up with all kinds of words for us these days. But Roger's a bill monger. Thank you for your super chat. Says stuck in minion position. Yes, it is a simp matter fam. And Absalom Bianchi reminding people of what the topic is as usual. Yeah, what's going on, Adam Williams? What's going on, Adam Williams? Yeah, and I'm just here to be brutally honest. Would I have known what I've done back then if Kevin Esther existed in those times? Wow, it's a lot to think about. Something that haunts me. Something that haunts me every now and again. What would we have done? Say that we took all of the black men of today. I mean, you took everything, supplies, armaments, all that stuff, and you place all of us in 1920. uh, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I say it'll be pretty messy because is we don't. It is a lot of us don't have that beaten mindset. A lot of us don't. We have people who have just weren't far removed from horrible traumas. So, all right, all right, all right. Let's go ahead and gonna open up. You sure, Rogan? You sure you like where this is going? Cause tell you something, man. Tell you something. I think that's what the problem is with a lot of us and how we deal with things. We're mad. We're upset that things aren't in. I don't know what looks like a place of power for us. And maybe it's a drastic overestimation. But let me see. Antoine Johnson. These men have seen their fathers and mothers getting beaten or killed or know of someone, not to mention these white men had the system protecting them also. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hard to really make headway if they're not really punishing them. But they will punish you. They punish the shit out of you, lock you up, and if you're lucky, you'll make you. If you're lucky, you might make it through the night. All right, Rogish, what's going on?
Respect, sir. Respect, sir. Long live the habitual line stuff.
Long live.
I want to go back to that time theory. Can we go back to that one, please?
The time theory.
Yeah, yeah.
I say if you took all of us
Yeah.
with armaments
Yeah.
and put us back in 1920. Because the one thing that you have to understand is that they did that shit out of complete fear that we would rise up against them.
Facts.
And and think about it. People back those people back then, it's maybe except for Tulsa, Black Wall Street, and places like that, people back then could barely read. They weren't allotted the education that we got.
They didn't need the education. Look, Tulsa, Oklahoma was a haven, right? But that was like that was the city that was beating their cities. The other black cities that the motherfucker destroyed, even though it probably wasn't on Tulsa level, it was getting there.
Yeah.
Dude, these motherfuckers went for the economic centers directly, cuz specifically for the economic centers.
Because you know what? Because you know what they did.
Gangster.
But you know what? Why weren't there any militias or anything that would form in these townships? You know what they did? And some people aren't going to like me saying this. They put up churches instead.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, they put up churches in our neighborhoods with no way to fortify.
Look. And after all this time, I think churches should really be declared evil, for real.
Yeah. I mean, and you gotta tread on water with this one, because it's you have people who still.
You shouldn't have to tread on water, because the thing is, it is what it is. If you're looking at it from the perspective of being able to travel back in 1920, would you go there with words?
No,
Would you go there
I
with
mean
anything?
if you
Would
go
you go
back,
there with anything that you got right now? Trying to get at these motherfucking pilgrims and the way they operate in society.
man, you talking about a bloodlust? You talking about an extreme bloodlust? I'm talking
Oh
like that let's just act out that video game that we always that we like to play. Let's just slash these
yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah,
down.
yeah. I mean,
It would change
shit,
history. We would change history overnight. It'd be like the
uh,
damn sands.
bro. That's like I say. They Michael Myers on us every day. So it's only fitting we escort them to Crystal Lake. Shit, what the fuck?
Like this idiot you see on it, like even the drunk one. There's a good chance that he would fuck somebody up that didn't deserve it. Fuck him. Like I mean, like I said, we would change the course of history just based on the fact that, like, and yeah, this includes having all of the knowledge of what happened.
Right, right.
Like, it would probably be a mission. We would purposely take military guys just to get this done.
I
Like,
mean,
they wouldn't stand a fucking chance. But at,
the thing is, the response that is actually the human response that is supposed to be. But everybody's locked into that citizenry. That the thing is, people believe in the American dream, cuz they believe in the American dream. I don't know why they believe in it, but they believe in it.
Because you know what you think what happen is you might have that one or two that will go back and still it's just be like, well, this is how to fuck them up, stop them from doing this, and then fuck up everything.
Okay, well look, you just go to where them motherfuckers great grandparents is first thing.
We love about talking about doing some Terminator shit.
Look, of course, if
Like
you could
John
clean
Connor, like,
if you could clear the timeline, you wouldn't do it.
oh yeah, we'll go straight into an alternate timeline. Like, I'll stay over there. Y'all like it so
Shit.
much.
Be
Yeah, tell
purging
them.
like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back 5,000 years. Let's get a whole bunch of motherfuckers out of here. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Shit, they better not ever
I mean,
get
but
this
for real
bitch
though,
Jetson age.
but still though, if you went back 5,000 years, you would get the actual story.
Nigga, if there was time machines like that, I'd
And you
actually
know what?
sell dope in the black community to get one.
And you know what though? Oh shit,
Yeah,
man.
let's do that shit.
Man, but what if you go back and discover that everything just repeats itself? Like, it looked like this 5,000 years ago, like computers and TVs and shit. It's just that things were kind of labeled differently.
That's
Instead
the
of
thing.
instead of Batman, it would be like I don't know,
Rambo.
yeah, some Rambo man or some shit.
Yeah. Look, dog, that's how I see this shit. I see this shit as a whole bunch of different dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Stacked on top of one another, and then an aspect of the class levels, different dimension, money, different dimension. You know what I'm saying? Culture, different dimension, power, different dimension. But on this earth, all that shit coincides at the same time. And the main way you keep that shit in your benefit is to kill a motherfucker, is consume them. You gotta consume them. Everything eats. Everything eats, B. Everything eats. We just ain't eating right, man. We eating the way these pilgrims trying to feed motherfuckers. They the greediest motherfucker in the world. Shit.
Yeah, yeah, man. But let me quick question, Rogish. What do you think of the thumbnail?
Let's see which one. What was it? It
The
was.
thumbnail of this broadcast right here.
Hold up. I'm trying to remember what it was. I looked at Black Light Joint before I got here. What was it? Bring it up. Bring it up real quick.
I ain't gonna do it because yeah. It's, let me see.
I thought I saw Robin Harris in it, right? Wasn't Robin Harris in it?
No, that's not Robin Harris.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, but I'll bring it up eventually.
Long live Robin Harris. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta go.
but let's talk about the topic. Like, do you think that by attacking black men with the whole shaming, like, trying to say that you guys are talking like this because you're alphabet and you don't like black women and you're not interested in black women, or shit like that. Do you think that's just a projection because they may be feeling that way about themselves and their hind parts and all that?
Of course, because they can't stand in the Coliseum. The thing is, if you show up here, you have to have your manhood intact, man. You have to have your manhood intact. So any motherfucker they don't just go along with what they hear in the motherfucking black manosphere is fucking stupid. Because again, it's not like 60% of the shit within the sphere is bullshit and 40% is good. It's like, nah, nigga, it's at least 89 to 92% of the sphere that's, you know what I'm saying, A plus plus. So you ain't going to encounter too much bullshit to where you should speak against that or something like that. Nah,
Yeah,
no motherfuckers manhood is compromised.
yeah, and Rogish. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Mr. Imperfection Gaming Channel. What's going on? Thanks for joining us. By the way, he shares a sentiment you shared on an earlier broadcast. He said, "Dude laughs like the Joker."
No, I don't laugh like the Joker. The thing is, that's the laugh.
The laugh.
That's the motherfucking laugh. Y'all really think the Joker created that laugh?
No, no,
Get the
no. I
fuck
mean,
out
I
of
don't.
that shit developed into him when he realized what a fucking hypocrisy Gotham was. And he said, holy shit, this much of a fucking joke? Alright, fuck it. Let's destroy this motherfucker in the most, you know what I'm saying, humorous way that I think I can. Irony. And he kidnapped what he kidnapped? The motherfucking CEOs and all that shit old Bruce old bitch ass was always trying to, you know what I'm saying, protect with his rich ass. You know what I mean? Nah, shit. Look, the Joker is the motherfucker that understands the dirt of society, the hypocrisy of society, and wants it to actually be the right order, and so they take it to a disorder. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's amazing when you focus on what they're actually trying to say in the stories. I mean, just through the like by the reflection of the character. I mean, if you look at surface, but
Right,
you're just gonna get Batman versus Joker. But if you
right.
look underneath is the 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 darkness of, I guess,
If the
the
Joker is wrong, then why won't Batman kill him? Because he understands that he has a point. And if the
yeah,
Joker has a point, then that means that the system must be uprooted. It can't be saved.
yeah,
It
because
can't be corrected. It can't be cured.
yeah,
This motherfucker gotta be burned. Scorch earth up in this bitch. Mow, mow.
because remember in Gotham, the system is very corrupt.
Nigga, it was sick. It was fucking sick.
I
And it
mean,
tried to play itself
Batman
like, the high moral society and shit.
Batman gets shit done in the midst of the Joker doing his bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's able to eliminate problems while trying to catch the Joker. So, I mean, but not everyone looks at it that
Eh,
way.
yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It
But
is what it is.
that's the humanity of the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call the Joker crazy. Oh, what he crazy for? All right, what did he point out? Oh, the hypocrisy of morality in society. All right, that's a bad thing. All right, what type of society is this thing? You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers want to operate in corruption. Oh, okay, so the corruption got purpose. He ain't just shot homeless people just because they homeless. You're going to keep a homeless sector out there. You're going to keep a poor sector out there. You want to keep this greed feeding. Oh, okay. So when the killing occurs, that shit's on purpose. Oh, we thought it was accidents. Oh, who the fuck is we dealing with then? Why the fuck is they running that? It need to be somebody else. Somebody get the guillotines. Let's
Mm,
take this to French, mon ami. The
mm.
fuck? You talking about Haitian, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Motherfucking Haitian. Shout out Black Light, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Shot. So, shout out to David Amin Ra. Peace. Um, so, black man hatred. Let me ask you a question, Rogish. Speak of an example you've seen of that in your life.
Um,
We can say stuff like sympatry, stuck in mean position that you put in the chat.
That's pretty crazy.
We can talk about Highlander complex.
Right.
We can talk about violent, uh, vi- uh, violent thug culture. I say thug culture
All right.
because I've known some pretty candy ass gang members that wouldn't probably get scared when they hear a gunshot. But we'll just say violent thug culture. We can talk about that. We can talk about crab in the barrel mentality.
Ah, damn, there's so many fucking factors to this fucked up
Yeah,
drool, cuz.
yeah. Crab,
Damn.
crab in the barrel mentality.
You gotta burn this
We can also
motherfucker.
talk about actual self hatred.
Right.
You know, for instance, there's a certain content creator. He spews like every broadcast hatred for either Kevin Samuels or the Black Manosphere, and the reason why he does it because he lost his girlfriend to a black man.
Okay.
This is literally it. It
It's a
is that's
pilgrim though, right? So it's a
no
pilgrim.
no.
Oh, okay.
This is a black guy.
Oh, so okay. Well,
Yeah. This wow. I'm just
that's
ugh.
kind of odd then. That, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He lost his girlfriend to a black guy, and he's so resentful that he has built his channel upon hatred for other black men. He wants other black men to admit that they're dusty and defeated, and
Oh God,
they
that
should let
kind.
they should do what's best for black women and let them go be happy with other races. But shout out to One G's for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Respect. Dusty. All right. And what is Dusty defined as again? I don't even know.
I
No,
don't know.
Dusty.
I guess dusty is like I guess it just another way of saying you're a loser
God damn.
and that you really don't have anything going for you. You know,
Okay. Is he making any leeway with his message?
uh, when you hatred of black men is almost like the bitches ain't shit content.
You're
Uh,
right. You're right. My bad, cuz.
yeah. You go very
That's
far with hatred of
ambrosia
black
for these motherfuckers.
because these women, a lot of these women are looking for somebody to latch on to, and a
Right,
lot of
right.
these apologetic, moist dudes, they looking for something to latch on to. Like they're like, oh my god, these black men. When I stand next to a black man telling the truth, I feel like I'm less of a man. So I need to know that there's somebody out there that opposes this kind of thought. Oh, you said that they might be gay. I'll go with it. Do you have proof they gay? Oh, we don't need it. We'll go ahead and say it because we
So
can't
this is
debunk
what
the
this
message.
motherfucker is saying then. So he loses his bitch, and he
He
don't
lost he lost his woman to a black man. A black dude lost his woman to a black dude.
okay.
So
So if he would have lost her to a pilgrim, then would you know what I'm saying? We
he's
start
kind of
running
like
pilgrims or
you ever watch
something?
the Incredibles? You ever watch the Incredibles? Remember
Yeah,
Incredible Boy?
yeah.
And
Oh
then
fuck.
he's like I work alone. Then he ripped the Incredible post off and then became a bad guy. This was this motherfucker did when he lost his girlfriend. He ripped the black man post off his wall and said, "I hate
Damn,
the
that's
motherfuckers."
cold,
Like
Kill. God damn. He called that nigga. That's
black man
cold.
haters. If
That's
you are a
cold.
black man and you hate black men, you will pay for your effeminate behavior. I'm sorry,
Oh
you will
shit.
pay. You hate on black men, just hate black men. Nobody care if you lost your girlfriend. That's what they say about the black manosphere. We're a bunch of
Yeah.
guys that lost our girlfriend. We see a man at the one in high school. Shut the fuck up. The
God
dude, you got
damn.
a dude literally hating on black men that lost his girlfriend to a black man.
So-
Say
Okay,
why, bro?
you know what? Yeah, so they should be attacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they should definitely be attacked. Um, how long he been making content?
Shit, a few months, I guess.
Oh, so he lost his bitch about 5 months ago.
I don't know. Shit. Man, he wasn't using 4,000-year-old Chinese martial arts. I know that much. Like
Oh
he
shit!
did something wrong. I mean, you can't win them all, bro. You can't win them all.
Fuck no, they gonna get you another
Like,
bitch.
what are
Say
you?
hey,
But see, the thing is, though, he can get by with that because he hating on black men.
yeah.
It's like that's their main complaint about dudes in the manosphere. We lost our girlfriend. to other
Gotta
black
be.
men.
So motherfucker ain't got a point with nothing that they saying. Nothing that they saying at
None
all,
at
right?
all. None at all. None
Uh,
at all. Just go. Just pray to the God of Wigatron and just proceed to saying bullshit.
See, that's why it should be no cordiality with these motherfuckers, cuz you know what I'm saying? I understand people let people into space due to you know what I'm saying, wanting to, you know, a difference of perspective or something, but when these motherfuckers get out of pocket, they need to get back in motherfucking pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I get it, man. But sometimes you gotta let people speak. They hang themselves on their own words because dude be lying. I mean, like he trying to do the Adolf Hitler effect. He's trying to use propaganda or whatever to
Yeah.
repeat the same thing over and over again. But the shit that he's saying, them bitches already believe that shit. So I mean, you ain't
I'm
gotta.
about to say if he 5 months new into it, something, you know what I'm saying? He basically been years into this shit. So
Yeah, but it's just like I'll put it to you like this. I'll put it to you like this. He's riding the KS wave. I'll put
ah,
you. It's
okay.
like I don't know. You just
Okay.
like I don't know. It's like KS is bad. Like KS is like Batman, like we mentioned. But he got a whole rose gallery of motherfuckers making content from the little guy to the big guy to the
Right.
street from the street thug, and he hasn't actually met his Joker yet. It's like it'd be absurd to think that there's actually a person that would equal to his Joker or whatever
Right.
at this point because the whole concept that I'm bringing up is just crazy anyway. But this is how this little man sees this shit.
I mean, what the thing you got saying
I
his
will bring him
framework
down.
his framework that he used is it's a simple framework. You know what I'm
That's all it
saying?
is, man.
It's a simple framework, and then they saw how to you know how the shit respond to it. And like, all right, well, I do that framework. All you doing is measuring the bitch, and you know, and they all want to be measured. You know what I'm saying? What they think is the right way.
That
So
must have been the love of his life, though. That motherfucker must have been playing Keller's Whisper walking through
look,
them tall
look,
head lily fields.
she inspired that motherfucker to become a hater, nigga. That was
That
the baddest
motherfucker,
bitch ever,
that
cuz.
motherfucker, yeah. I'm talking about some, like booty cheeks, and
Yeah, let's see a picture of
like
this bitch,
smelling
man.
good, and the perfect woman for 2 weeks. The perfect goddamn woman for 2 weeks. And then she decided to run off with a black man. That was.
That's funny.
I mean, so now he brings revenge upon the YouTube streets.
Mm.
I'm like, damn, what kind of man do you have to be to hate black men because you lost a girlfriend? But like I said, they say that about
A
us.
hoe. A
but
hoe.
but it's
What kind of whoa, that's ain't that a Juvie song? What kind of nigga like to do that shit? A hoe. Yeah, shout out old school cash money, nigga.
man.
A hoe.
But niggas need to stop talking through their nostrils, man. I'm like, it's like, damn. It's like either it's really two sides of black men right now.
Yeah.
It's the ones that sit at the cool table, like myself, Rogish the Bill Monger, someone like a Hurry Up and Buy,
Yeah.
a Kenzie and Red, a Shaka Nulu, a Sheed
Respect.
We Hear, a
Respect.
Roger, a Donnie,
Already.
and many more select people. Not saying that not saying that they're on the scale of select as another content creator defines it, or high value man as another content creator. I mean, we got all these quips in this space.
Right.
We got all these
Right.
quips,
Right. Many facets. Many facets.
many facets, but we got us, and then we
Right.
got them motherfuckers.
Right.
Like we make a point, you got one of them just attacky.
Now,
They-
now,
they-
now the thing is now we see how pure the space actually was. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
So the only thing that can happen to something pure is for it to become impure. That's the only thing that can happen. So you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a certain percentage. You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking parasites, because the space is rich. It's really really rich. You know what I'm saying? It's like a ever growing exponentially think tank. It is the fucking black think tank.
Yes, but with some of these guys, if they heard you say it's a black think tank, if they was in the earshot of females, then they'll start doing all this little cussing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with a lot of look, okay, so the thing is, a lot of them want to use it to Mac and everything. Is because it's points that they never thought of presenting the chicks. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, it's for purpose. That's the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? You got some people who Shaolin, some people who ain't, whatever. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? It's the whole thing is what is the principle that is inlaid within it. And if the principle is rich enough, it can be watered down to a percentage to where a certain amount of richness remains within it, but it's watered down so that the Rudy Pools can fuck with it.
yeah.
That way they don't have to live the integrity of the principle. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Imperfection Gaming Channel, do you mind if I chime in? If you are talking about me dropping a link, I'll go ahead and do that. You can come up and speak your piece, sir. Here you go. Sure you know how that works. Hit that link and it's whatever.
Yeah, so the space ain't gonna be pure, though. That's the sad thing. You can only probably keep out maybe 10% of the parasites, but it is hella fucking enriched, and that's the one thing that like cats in the black manosphere weren't paying attention to. And when I don't know how people can't take in these conversations and these bills that we be having on the motherfucking regular and not become enriched by this shit. That's crazy. Everybody's presenting things. There's so much fucking light in the space. It's crazy. The motherfuckers in the space don't even see it. And you got some motherfucking outsiders like, holy shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's, gold in them their heels. And them motherfuckers is minding shit
I
while we
mean,
still in the scrolls.
what gets me about those guys is nothing up for debate with them. It's just going to be insults from afar.
Yeah, that's all they can do.
That's all
That's
they
all they
can do.
that's dude, that's
And nobody's hating.
that's that's bitch made ism, dog. That's whole shit. These
Like nobody's
motherfuckers
hating on the hustle part of it. Nobody's hating on the hustle part of it.
well, I mean the thing is their audience is chicks. You can't hate on the hustle because a pimping is a pimping.
Uh,
They gonna go to some pimping. It don't matter where the fuck it come from. But the
uh,
thing is, for motherfuckers using the enrichment of the space to do some pimping, that's scary because this shit is really fucking enriched and they can water it down to a point where they old Mark ass can, what I'm saying, rock with it to a degree.
yeah, but we got Mr. Imp up here. I think that's Imperfection Gaming Channel, if I'm not
Peace.
mistaken.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on, panel?
Respect.
What's going on, man? Welcome to the panel. And what's on your mind?
What's the topic at hand? As I was just listening to the stream, I caught like the middle to the middle of the stream.
Oh, okay. I call it getting. I call the stream "Getting in Touch with Your Fem Side." Black men who hate on black men. Basically, we hear a lot of hatred for black male spaces, and they you have men that use all kinds of attacks, and one attack in particular is saying that we're alphabet for what we're saying, and I'm starting to wonder if it is a projection of how they may deeply feel on the inside. You know what I'm saying? It's funny to me. How can you push a message so badly and have no proof of anything? It just comes from a place of hate, and to use attacks like that, the same attacks that female uses, is kind of feminine. If you saying the same bullshit the females say to attack dudes, yeah, you're getting in touch with your feminine side. So does that give you an idea?
It does. Well, really, what I wanted to chime in on was that yes, that is a thing, and two, these parents need to be more worried about this cereal that's coming out pretty soon. That's going to be designated as all together. They're actually attacking the children right now. They should be more concerned about that cereal that's coming out and protest it and have them take it off the shelves.
Well, cereal. What cereal are you referring to? So I know.
It's like for like Pride Month. I guess they're gonna have a cereal come out on the shelf
Oh
in
fuck
grocery store.
no,
Here they
I'm
mess with
dead
cuz.
ass
cereal now.
serious. They need to be worried about that shit instead of worried about black men going after black men. Talking about, oh, we need to be either straight or gay. Like I could care less about that. These parents need to worry about that because they're attacking the next generation so they can make this a new norm.
Ain't no such thing. All you got is regular, and that which is not regular.
I shit you not. Look it up.
Fuck out of here.
Let's go back for a second. They need to stop worrying about. Okay, they need to stop worrying about black men going after black men now, and worry about these children. That's exactly what you said, correct?
That is
With
correct because they're
is
going after the children with this gay cereal that's supposed to be coming out saying all
gay,
together.
gay
Basically, it's supposed
cereal.
to be for Pride Month.
Gay.
I know who putting this shit out. Post Miller. Who putting this
I
shit out?
think
Who it
it's
is?
Kellogg's.
Kellogg. All right.
If I'm not mistaken, look it up.
Man, I don't doubt you at all. These some sick motherfuckers, man. There's been a whole bunch of sick shit been going on with these crazy motherfuckers. So
Man,
yeah, they
they
doing
are
it.
using everything to push a certain message on the people, and that I don't understand. Without getting too far into it, why you need a Pride Month every 2 or 3 months. I'm just saying, you know.
I don't understand why you won't put what your pride is about at the beginning of that shit. Don't be stealing a motherfucking general cosmic word.
I also don't
Pride is
understand why
universal,
parade.
but these motherfuckers, I'm talking about want to take the whole motherfucking word. It's like, hey, you nasty motherfucking shit. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Create your own shit,
I also
cuz.
don't understand parading a teenager around too in the media, making it a media darling
Hey,
just
Rome,
because.
Rome is going to be Rome, y'all. And that's one thing y'all. Romans is going to do what Romans do. You know, so y'all remember these motherfuckers calling themselves Americans. They ain't not no Amadou
My
Collins.
point is, my point is, my point is, it's way more than cereal. I mean, it's media, the media messaging, the the cartoons that come out these day and age. They
Well,
even
they're
put
going
it
after the
all in the
cartoon as well.
comic books. Anything that kids have access to, they are pushing and pushing and pushing that message. So we should be worried about not only cereal, but just about every goddamn thing else. I'm just saying, I'm really careful about what my child is exposed to. And,
I ain't got
we,
children yet, and man,
we,
that's the reason why I don't want to have them because they're pushing this narrative on children. I'm like, okay, I'm
yes,
trying not to go to prison for life.
we're fully aware of that.
But see, that's the thing though. Is we're in their minds we're not permitted to place any integrity on any element of our existence. It must always yield to whatever the systemic law says what it's supposed to be. And it's like, all right, wait a minute, where do these laws come from? When you see where the laws come from, all right, what are the laws designed to do? Specific order. All right, whose order? Because all this order has a cultural perspective to it. And if you look at how they progress with the way that they, set up their laws, so they order and everything, all this shit mimics motherfucking Rome. that's that's all they doing. They can call themselves Britons or London, whatever the fuck. Nah, these motherfuckers tap back into that, Greek shit, man.
Yeah, this is some, like, remember I was talking about the whole history repeating itself thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this is exactly what it's doing. It's like we're doing this in cycles. Not. I'm not saying it's as deep as every thousands of years they had TVs and shit and computers back then, just in a different form. They had technology, and then the society wipes itself away and repeats itself.
There's
I
a
mean, it
certain
could be all
deterioration
kinds of
of the
shit
people
going
that
on.
take place. That's the thing. It's a certain deterioration of the people that take place. And even if you don't know
But
what the
I get
deterioration is, if you look at the connecting links to nature, and if those are disturbed, that's all you got to see. Like, oh, all
okay,
right, this
but I'm getting
motherfucker
back.
completely
But
trying to distort nature.
here's the part I'm trying to get back to. Here's the part I'm trying to get back to. I came up with this topic right here.
Right.
So they want us to talk about they want us to talk about black men going at, we don't need to be talking about black men going at black men. That's the topic I picked for tonight. Now, so that was the discussion we were having. But I fully understand that is a problem. That is a problem, and we can discuss all of that. But you got to switch it up sometime. You got to have different topics. I do this 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? And in order to get through a lot of the bullshit, we got to talk about most, if not all of it. And that's bullshit.
Facts.
Two black men attacking black men. Come on now.
Facts. Facts.
Come on now. It ain't bullshit. Like we're supposed to be at each other's throats over little BS all the time. That affects our children as well. If we're distracted from our positions to lead, shit, then the children gonna go down anyway. And we've seen that happen from community to community time and time again. And that's why they enable that enables this little sweet doctrine more than ever now. Yeah. Because there's no strong foundation coming from the men because of all this bullshit. We got to get past that.
Well, they've been trying to erode the rigidity of the black man forever. That's why, what was that? What's the phrase you were heard? What the non-threatening? Yeah, the whole non-threatening, right?
Non-threatening.
Non-threatening.
You talking about the happy nigga type.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, like, I'm not. I mean, I'm not a happy nigga type.
If your mere presence, think about it. If your mere presence threaten these motherfuckers, then what do you have to do within your presence? Then
I mean, I actually had a job interview. I had to have a job interview where I had a Caucasian interviewer.
Yeah.
Ask me if I could make myself look a little smaller.
What?
And I'm sitting up there like, maybe you can make yourself a little less fatter, but the fuck you talking?
Your mere presence was threatening, and you in there doing work.
Oh God!
It's like motherfucker. You know they hired me. You know they hired me. You ain't got no reason to have no fear. Ain't nobody finna rob you to go back to their desk, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? You want to talk to these motherfuckers like that? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, look, nigga, I'm not African American, man. I'm black, but I ain't no African American. I know there's African Americans out there, and they're used to African Americans. And the African Americans is usually who they try to get over on. But a nigga from the jump, them motherfuckers get their ass in motherfucking pocket every motherfucking time.
Let's talk about the African American thing. Now, if there's a white person from I would say Egypt, and they move over to America and get citizenship, are they an African American or European American?
If they from Egypt and they come over here,
I just say they're Egyptian.
Egyptian
American. Nah, well, I don't know. Technically that's African American, ain't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, if they actually from Africa, you know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Shit, what the fuck? The reason why I don't like African Americans is because it was just new shit that they tried to your motherfuckers. It's like, wait a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, the 80s was a trip, cuz. The 80s was a motherfucking trip, and it showed everything the motherfucker dealing with. You see that greed, you see that overt amount of control, police brutality, the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, doing the chemical warfare shit. Before that, it was heroin. You know what I'm talking about? Before that, it was drink. You know what I mean? It's like, the way these motherfuckers operate is just war, cuz. So
okay, about that. Let's get that about that cereal, that prize cereal. All right, okay. Thanks for letting me know. And honestly, I wouldn't support that shit anyway. But I wouldn't bring it into my home. But my point of me speaking earlier was. It really is more than a cereal right now, and they're parading other kids like kids. Like they're parading kids now.
These people are disgusting, cuz.
Yeah, they'll do anything.
I'm about to go to jail for
people are
life.
disgusting.
They will sink to the lowest of the low to get their sink message across.
But you also gotta understand this, and that's the thing. Let me look. This ain't my society, man. This is their country, cuz. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. if it's their country, you gonna stop them from running their country, or either you gonna purify that motherfucker where you stand, or either you know what I'm saying, withdraw from the shit. But the thing is, the way that they operate, I mean, look, one thing in the '80s. All right, I was a skateboarder, right? And you hang around with some pilgrims and everything, skateboarding. Them motherfuckers listen to Megadeth and you know what I'm saying, Iron Nails and you know, Iron Maiden and all that old crazy, you know what I'm saying, killer motherfucker, cannibal corpse shit. And you just like, these motherfuckers crazy. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking these motherfuckers crazy. You see how they live in their home. And this is just the home shit. You don't know nothing about their history. And you look at how they live in the homes, like, yo, these motherfuckers is crazy. And then you look in the history, it's like, hey, cuz, hey, these motherfuckers crazy. Wait a minute. How everybody been interacting with these motherfuckers? Really? Nobody want to be a conqueror. They don't. They the only one that can be a world conqueror. All right, then. That's kind of fucked up, but all right, whatever.
Mm.
My God said I can conquer the world, nigga. My God said that shit too, nigga.
Yeah, but think about that. If you want to go there with it, it was like we spend a lot of time praying to the God that they pray to.
Hey, dog, look, that ain't nothing wrong with that, because Nat Turner shows you, nigga, it wasn't black Jesus that told him to go on his spree. Nigga, white Jesus.
Oh, God,
white Jesus told Nat Turner, kill as many of these motherfuckers as you can.
That's the problem with that.
It don't matter the color. It's all about the doctrine, man.
Okay, that's the thing. Every time someone actually tried to rebel against the system, his own people actually ratted him out because they wanted to get in with Massa.
All right, let me address this little bit real quick with Antoine Johnson. Our side of the community is no better with this gangster rap shit, so I don't judge the skin, just the morality and genes. Since the man, black or okay, black or white, I got you at 20 in 2021. You know, I still have an understanding with my blackness at this point. I understand that everybody's not going to sign up with it, but funny you should pull out gangster rap music. Which gangster rap music is always a scapegoat. I don't think we're saying it right. I think that we need to start saying thug culture, like violent thug culture. That's what I think we need to say. I mean, because a lot of the things that they call gangster rap wasn't really gangster rap. Because you know, the first thing you go to with gangster rap is NWA. And NWA weren't talking about being gang members. They weren't. They had a song called Gangsta Gangsta. But you know, Scarface, like he had a gangster name.
Those were what they were calling gangster music back then was just merely street gospel. That's all it was, street gospel.
Yeah. They spoke from some spoke from experience, as they say they had, but then the music did kind of devolve. I think that it took the whole No Limit Cash Money era to help it devolve a little bit. Then we had people like Jigga and DMX to still hang on to. But when all these little young guys started coming out, like Lil This and Young Nat and all this other stuff, then it started getting kind of bad. I would never really call it misogynistic, because the reason why I don't look at the quote unquote misogyny of rap is because it wasn't like they were fucking like tons of women. They went along with this shit. You know, no matter what they were saying in their music, they always got pussy. Facts. And they weren't forcing these women. These women willingly did it. And they talk and a lot of the problem with the quote unquote gangster rap music was the fact that these guys were telling the truth about their experiences, especially with women. Because if they were telling the truth about how women carried themselves, it got rid of that perfect little image of this woman is supposed to be chaste, or you know, she's supposed to like not have sex with too many guys, and you know, guys like 2 Live Crew, you know, They took the face right off that motherfucker,
Oh shit!
and it's like
Hey,
they
we
weren't
want some
forced.
pussy.
Yeah, yeah, they were saying that shit, and women had two choices. They had the first choice was be absolutely
Classic.
disgusted and protest and not support this stuff that they are putting out, or the choice that they ultimately made: go get it in the video by the pool or on stage in scantily clad lingerie looking shit and shake their asses.
Yeah, that's what they did too. You know what I'm saying? And that culture, it is what it is.
Yeah,
So let's say the whole culture started really early, then, right? It started, and in an aspect of popular whole culture, not just whole culture, but popular whole culture.
yeah. I mean, cause I mean they see that they see the whole like the whole Cardi B Megan Thee Stallion thing is striking back from those times. But
Get the fuck out of
yeah,
here.
yeah, 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 yeah. You're absolutely correct because let me tell you why. People will sit up there and say that that they're why are they complaining? They're behavior checking black women. Oh my God. And it's like all the stuff we listen to as children. How dare they? And I don't sit up there like, well, okay, what they're going to is a very, very watered down version of what the men went through because the
Right.
men had the government come after them,
Nigga. You know
law
what I mean?
come after them straight out of Compton. That shit was true. The
Right.
motherfuckers, they were getting chased off the stage by police and getting
Yeah.
arrested and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like imagine Megan Thee Stallion getting arrested for talking about WAP.
Mm.
Seriously.
Indecency laws.
Yeah, 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 yeah. With that,
Bring back that Lenny Bruce shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. And it was like people. And I'm gonna tell you something about our people back then. We didn't have any internet, but the sentiment was not really so much, oh man, it's fucked up what they do in the NWA. Oh man. I mean, except for the fans, the hardcore fans of NWA back then, because, buying a record out of a record store is much different than a download.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah, there's internet that made y'all lazy as fuck. Y'all niggas talking about old niggas. Y'all lazy ass young niggas. Fuck you. I'm still alive.
Whipping snapper.
Yeah.
You don't know how to put
Damn, I'm
elbow grease
offended.
on nothing, nigga.
Damn, I'm offended by that. The hell did I do?
What did you do? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm just referring to these young guys that I don't know, like to take jabs at old guys. Just let them know there's still gas in the tank. That's
Look,
all.
the coolest experience you'll ever have as a man is an older man teaching you something difficult.
I mean, and I'm not a condescending old prick either. I don't think that I know more than you just because I'm older. Because I think that's the first mistake a lot of these older cats make. That's the very first mistake. Don't go in try to cap and underestimate somebody's intelligence. Talking about what they need, what these young guys need to do. That's something that
It's all supposed to be a learning process. But the thing is, everyone's perspective brings some form of enrichment with it. So it's like, all right, what you got to teach me? What I got to teach you? Boom. That's what it is. Still
look at
talking
Longo,
still. You know
look at
what I mean?
Longo Savage, man. What's going on? He said all that feminine shit goes out a damn window once they hear Cash Money taking over for the
For the
9-9 and
9-9.
2. Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
do.
I'm gonna do a broadcast in the future. I know I say that a lot. I wanna do red pill and I ain't gonna lie. I got this idea from Green Gorilla.
Making
Listen to
niggas
this
finish
broadcast.
cash shit. His last check.
Yeah, I want to cover red pill rap versus blue pill R&B.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a red plus blue pill.
Red pill rap versus blue pill R&B.
Oh.
Like
That's
like whip
cold. Why
like
you gonna do
whip a
R&B
pill.
like that, cuz? That's cold. Nigga, R&B got to take the lesson. All right. That's
Well,
cold.
but like on Green Gorilla broadcast, people, they made some very good points. But so I feel like it's a conversation that can evolve from that basic, undertone of rap was red pill and
Yeah. Mm.
and R&B.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, hold up, because R&B was full of sucker shit. I pay your rent soon
Yep,
as
yep,
I
that's
get
what I'm talking
home
about.
from
Talking about
work.
that blue pill shit.
The fuck is that shit? I wash your feet. Get the fuck out of here, cuz everything was begging.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
I mean,
Everything
that
was
was that
motherfucking
was
begging.
desperation in the 90s and the 2000s, right? That's when that
No,
came
nigga,
out.
the 90s it was still that.
Oh, okay.
You got
It's
me
still begging.
fiending, nigga. Fiending. So the motherfucking term motherfuckers fiending became a thing. Oh, he just fiending. Bitch, ain't nobody fiending for your ass. You know what I'm saying? You better, you know what I'm saying, comply. Fuck out of here. You're fiending. Get the fuck out of here. Shit. I'm fiending for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for other chicks, nigga gotta holler at. Fuck out of here.
anyway, let's see. I have 46 likes,
Oh, that
30
shit was
watching.
suck
That's
as
a
shit.
pretty good ratio. And we're here discussing. We're just having a discussion at this point, but the original topic was getting in touch with your fem side. Black men hating on black men. So it's kind of the only thing that I'm going to talk about is the sentiment. You know, a
Right.
lot of
Right.
you by watching this space, you can kind of clue you in on who I kind of was talking about here and there. I've mentioned names in the past. Uh, Me mentioning names now and in the future is contingent upon, I would say, some really arrogant shit happening. I would say,
Right.
or something that might directly affect us. Like, I got to go back and watch Roger's interview. He did an interview earlier on Mahogany Roots and MJ's channel.
Okay.
But when I looked at the screen, I looked at the screen for a brief second because I was like, doing time with fam. Um, um, RBR was on there.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, I know this is
Oh
gonna
boy,
be
I said,
good.
hey, I was like,
Oh,
damn,
let's
I ain't
get
got
it.
time to click on this video. But I can only imagine what he's saying.
Oh, shit. Yeah, go to it, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
go
know he
to it,
probably,
bro.
I know he probably Roger old coon nigga.
Oh man, dude, look, that dude is a cyborg, cuz he's a hater
Oh
cyborg,
man,
dog. Non-stop. Non-stop. I wonder. I remember I asked you if he was Nation of Islam. I think Rob was like, nah, nigga, you know what I'm saying,
oh,
Nation
damn.
of Islam. But I'm trying to think. The thing is, he must be a vegan or something. That nigga got some crazy energy, cuz to be able to hate like that consistently. He says the same shit
I mean, like,
over and fucking over and fucking over
I
again.
don't
He
care
don't
what the topic
expand his
is.
point for nothing.
I don't care what the topic is. I don't care how you switch your words, try to make the topic different. It's the same broadcast, dude.
He said the same
Same
shit.
broadcast. I mean, like, you can only put up with it for so long. I mean, I go on there just like it's kind of whatever because it's the same shit. It's like
Yeah,
Google owe us for some reason through like billions of fucking dollars,
yeah.
and he trying to
And
get it for us.
an Obama. What did he say he was? A what?
Obama
Obama.
crap.
What was it?
I said, man,
Oh,
Obama ain't in office no more. Like,
Obama-ite? Is that what it is? Obama-ite.
it might well be, Obama.
What the
But Carl
fuck?
told that he's like, not RBR. Not RBR. I debated that guy one time on a panel. Debated? You
Oh
sure?
shit! Did you do that? Really? You got a
You
point?
sure it was a debate? Like, was it a debate or was it like some chicken shit? I mean, chicken salad made from chicken shit. Like, no. Okay, like let me not go too far into it, man. RBR is his own person, and it's like for me to sit
Oh
up there and make
shit!
fun of the man. That's just kind of bullyish, and I don't want to, I don't want to walk that line.
Well, no, we're not bullying. The thing is all right. Look, whatever his stance is, his stance is not substantial, and that's the only thing. It's not substantial, and then once the insubstantiality of it is exposed, he doesn't fall back, take the lesson. You know what I'm saying, and come back and build another day. Then you take that shit back to the drawing board. But nah, this nigga, he stays on his shit like a motherfucking robot, cuz that shit is a command. I wonder who the fuck taught him. Who the fuck was his teacher to be able to, you know what I'm saying, plant some shit that solid in that motherfucker head?
Somebody had told him that he was special a few times. Now, Theron, come on now,
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of, kind of.
That nigga got a renegade,
I know we get a little
habit.
excited sometimes, but take this, and man, here's your glass of water.
Yeah.
Knock it back, and make it quick, because you getting out of control.
Yeah.
I'm sure he means well. I mean, he spews hateful vitriol, but there's something else to that. There's something else to that. I'm not really giving him a pass, so to speak. But
if there was something else to it, what can you see growing from his perspective? If there's something else to it, that if you look at it objectively, then something has to present itself within it.
Well,
if not, then the motherfucker is just blowing hot air.
No, he's just a Democratic liberal, and he thinks everything is right with the world when you're a Democrat and a liberal.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
Now one of them.
I don't co-sign to the liberal logic, I would say, because I believe that it contributes to the destruction of the black family. And I'm really and one of the things that I'm concerned about, whereas some others aren't, is the condition of the black family.
Right.
Because I've seen environments. I grew up in an environment where it worked.
Oh, the black family in the traditional sense is not valued, dog. It really
it isn't, because like on one side you got dudes that gotta boink everything, and on the other side you got you got a bunch of females that's not gonna, they're trying to figure out more and more things not to do for the brother that knocked them up. Like, just like with the whole cater to you thing, which was extremely silly. Twitter went in on Destiny's Child cater to you.
20 years later or some shit.
Yeah, 17 years ago, the song. And
they Me Too them bitches.
Yeah, man, this shit ridiculous.
What the fuck?
And in that little spiel I did on that last night, I did point out one thing though. With these usually these girls that be the first one to jump up and say something about that are usually these diverse females, these black men ain't shit females. But let me tell you something really what's the irony of that whole cater to you situation.
I'm listening.
The 3 Destiny's Child members, out of them, 2 of them are married. Two black men.
Right. Okay. So that's
the one that was engaged, I don't know if they were engaged or they really went through marriage or whatever. Mm-hmm. The one that was engaged to the white dude is no longer with him. And she, a couple years ago,
the church girl, right? She the one.
Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, the church girl. She, a couple years ago, she said "Cater to You" played over the loudspeaker back in 2018, and she was like, she even said something about how "quote unquote" unrealistic the lyrics were. But
so she wasn't gonna treat her white man like that.
I guess that's why they ain't together no more.
What the fuck?
That dude was literally named Chad.
Oh, word.
He was a Chad.
Wow. Come on. Wow.
I mean, but why she was the one that complained about it, like many women who are in her state of relationship.
She got with a pilgrim, dog. Why the fuck would she get with a pilgrim, man? I thought that bitch went to church, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Look. It's nothing's weird about like that in particular thing anymore. They seem to want to be with those guys, and
Wait, Kelly ain't got no pilgrim though,
no,
right?
no, no, no. Kelly's married to a black man,
All right, then.
still married to a black man, and you know the story of Beyonce,
Yeah, for sure.
billionaire Jay-Z, and
Yep.
she's got her own money. So
Yep.
I mean, so like it seemed like cater to you, work for somebody. You know the two things. Y'all sit up here single and bitter, complaining about a goddamn song that came out 17 years ago. Now y'all got
Damn.
song. Now y'all got songs singing "Back Up on My Bullshit." Like,
So
the fuck are you talking
what was
about?
it was some lyrics that was in it that they ain't like that they said was what demeaned women or something.
I don't know, man, but they now remember, these are the same girls that sang "Bills, Bills, Bills,"
Yeah, of course.
"Soldier,"
Yeah,
"Bugaboo."
yeah, yeah.
Same girl, same girl. Because I'm looking at this comment that Cortez Smith.
I mean, but
Put
you gotta
that
understand. Hold up, they were young when they first started, and you know what I'm saying they motherfucking grow up. Bitches get, you know what I'm saying, a
yeah,
little bit
yeah,
more
yeah.
mature.
Then
They
like
better not
years
stay on no
later,
bills shit. While that bitch around 38, whatever. You know what I mean?
years later they came out. I mean, if they're gonna go back to cater to you, they can go back to Bills, Bills, Bills. Because that's all these girls do is complain about dudes like they're taken from them, and you know, that just goes to show the level of guy that they deal with.
Yeah.
But you know they complained about cater to you, and guess what? The irony is, hey, as much as y'all want to swirl and pursue these guys, the two that got with black men, they stayed with their black man, singing
Yeah.
cater. I bet they singing cater to you right now to their husbands. While y'all sitting up here hating and lonely, and y'all got Twitter and Facebook and shit. Like,
Mm. Look, bro.
oh,
Look.
I got my Facebook girlfriends. Like,
When I went first time went to DC, I saw so many older black women, fine as hell, fit and all that, alone, educated, super motherfucker educated, alone. That 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 individual shit, or that feminist shit, that shit is so strong within them. It's crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Cortez Smith, by their logic, should black men boycott babyface? Now, really, do you need to answer? Do you need to answer that question? Like, no, by their logic, no. Black men should not boycott babyface because they're not using logic.
No, no, you know what? No, actually, we probably should though, because the thing is, that shit was programming, and that shit was
Keep
permitted
on
to.
whipping on me,
Yeah, I mean,
working on me.
every motherfucking song was some sucker shit. Think about
I'll
your day
pay
and night. I
your
can't eat,
rent.
can't sleep, all that shit. What the fuck? And the only person who did the motherfucker right was Orange Juice Jones. Nigga, shout out Orange Juice Jones.
Oh
Bitch,
man.
I saw you in him walking
Oh
in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Confront that hoe right there.
yeah. Now, that was red pill. That was red. That
That's
was
why I'm
early red
extremely
pill shit.
careful with I deal with females. I can share a story with y'all if y'all want to hear it.
Yes, sure. Go ahead, sir.
Now, I'm not sure if this chick I was dealing with broke up with me, but if she hasn't, she's hanging in there. She just needs to let me know and give me a sign that she still wants to deal with me. If not, then I'm going to move on and she needs to do the same. But I don't know if she's moved on or not.
Right.
So, now this is the one chick I was dealing with from Ohio. So, I guess she would get mad. I mean, I shouldn't have trusted her with money, but she was an honest person. So, I think I could deal with her if we ever get back together. She would get mad at me because I wouldn't put the money in her hand. I would leave it on the table. And I got that joke from a comedian.
Right.
The comedian said, if you're dealing with women, you never hand them money. You always put it on the table. And if they pick it up, you know what that means.
Okay. Okay.
Long story short, the cops showed up. They couldn't do anything because I didn't hand the money to her. So basically, they tried to set my ass up and couldn't do it.
Mm.
So damn. So just putting the money on the table stop them from being able to persecute you.
Pretty much, because in order for it to be called prostitution, you got to hand them the money as a physical transaction, hand to hand,
Mm.
like passing the torch. I
Well,
put it on the table. I took that damn comedian seriously. I guess that shit worked.
Look, game is game, man. God damn. Yeah. Ain't that a bitch? Who the fuck that was? Put that out there.
I
hold
forgot which
up.
comedian that said that
That
shit was
sounds like
like
some TK Kirkland shit or something. You know what I
So,
mean? Was that you, TK? Oh, crazy motherfucker.
this is a girl that you was with. How long ago was this?
it's about close to a year now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How
Well,
much was she want for pussy?
sorry
I
about
mean,
that.
I don't
What was
need
the
it like
market? What was
that.
the market during that time?
What, you want to know the value of it?
Yeah, nigga, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? What the game like, you know what I'm saying, a year ago.
Oh, she was worth about 40, 50 at the time. She
$40.
got
$40.
a baby that's good for
We do
40 or
that now.
50.
Wow, you know what I'm saying? For that Corey Hogan moment.
$40.
$40. God damn.
And she
Man, that's
wouldn't let me hit it all night. That's the part that pissed me off about that shit.
that is a
But
trip
she
that
wouldn't
pussy
let you
done
hit it
dropped
all
to
night.
$40,
No,
man.
I would have paid extra, but she had a baby and shit. I'm like, fuck, I hear you. Thank
Hey,
you.
the first time y'all heard the pussy dropped to $40, did you believe it? When you heard it, did you believe it?
What was
I
it?
mean, I had the money. I was in an apartment.
No, I'm saying I'm a nigga. That's on the mission. Nigga, I'm saying prior to hearing the mission, we talk like, you know what I'm saying, pussy been $40 for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the first
Are
time you
you?
heard it, huh?
Whoa. Brakes. Slow this car, slow the vehicle down. This is a girl. The girl, like, this was like, what? Were you, this was your girl or,
No, this is
was,
just a chick I was dealing with.
uh, it was a chick you was dealing with and
Yeah.
you were giving her money for stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I needed a nut. Sorry.
Hey, nigga, but salute with the honesty, cuz for real, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Nah,
right.
she had a baby though. So it was like, it's nothing I could do about that. She already had a kid.
Oh shit. All right then.
Well, sure.
Well, you know what? When you said Ohio, I was thinking this story finna be good, cuz.
Wow, you heard
And
some
that's
stories from Ohio that I
yeah,
didn't know
nigga,
about?
Ohio is throw, cuz
I've heard some
Ohio is
stories,
throw.
period, and this is one of them.
Shout out Judge Ray, nigga.
Judge Ray down there.
Hey, in Cleveland.
He in Cleveland. Oh, I thought he was in the chat. Yeah, I was looking for it. Like, I well, okay.
What? What is it?
Just
All
forgive me
right,
for being.
Raven Knight. All right, I'll see you, nigga. All right. Don't be laughing. You got that fucking urge with me. You gotta
I
get it.
mean, it's thank you for thank you for being honest, man. I
For
appreciate
sure,
that.
for sure.
You know, I respect that at least. I respect that. It's you can't do nothing but respect it.
Shit, that's all you can do, cuz. Shit,
Right?
what
You
the
can't
fuck? The
do nothing but
game
respect.
is the game. Shit. You
But
always look, don't hate the player, hate the game. It is what the
And
fuck it
I ain't
is.
get mad at it no more. When I stop getting, I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just be single for a little while longer so I can get me another little hot piece.
well, okay. Now status. Let's talk about status in a situation like that. That's still single.
Hey,
It's like you put the money on the table. It's not necessarily a contract or some kind of binding agreement. Like, now you my bitch. It's kind of a conditional thing going on. If there's a relationship, but it doesn't count.
Yo, Kevin, I can hear you thinking, cuz.
Whoa!
I get your brain going, nigga.
Boy, I tell you the truth, I hope that nut was brilliant. Like it thought about how I was gonna shoot out your dick. Like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, cause like I thought I was gonna hear something different, man. I got a story you
Brutally,
want to hear. And I'm like, all right, go ahead. Like,
yo,
Just
yo,
like a nigga.
what was that? Cortez said, brutally honest, man. Brutally honest, dog. It is what it is. Yeah, that's yeah.
oh,
That
okay. I
is
mean,
directly to the context
we went
already.
from the cereal to. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh, shit, oh man, I got this vaporizer right here, man. Damn, thank God. Hey, 1 second, man. 1 second. Hey, yeah. Let me do this real quick. Like shit, this is one of these moments right here. I've decided to add some short videos. So let's break the monotony of what we just heard. You know, and I'm promising some good things to come. But since we talking about getting up with some bitches, let's watch let's watch a bitch twerking real quick. Y'all want to see a bitch twerking?
Oh hell yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead,
let's
go
watch a
ahead.
bitch twerking. All
Yeah.
right,
All right.
Why not? I got nothing to do on the Saturday night.
word. Here we go.
Making niggas spend his cash, yeah. Last check.
Why not? I need to. Really? Yo, man, that's fucked up. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just watch?
You just saw a bitch twerking.
All right, dog.
A female.
fucked up.
Oh,
I just about to have pieces of damn women or something. You fucked up, dog.
I know. It was supposed to be.
Come on, man.
Oh shit. Oh shit, my stomach hurt. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shit, more of that.
You stupid.
I'm like, let me see what I can do with this stream.
Like, you ain't finna put a bitch up out here.
That is a bitch.
That's a bitch. Oh shit.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
expecting to take people seriously. That's how I didn't see that one coming at all.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to.
Oh, God damn it.
That shit worked out how I planned. That
Oh shit.
oh man, but yeah, man. I mean,
Waiting this bitch.
outside of all of that, man, that was a very interesting story to say the least. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me one day. But
I mean, that might.
they be talking about this over here in the manosphere. Oh my god, I hate these niggas. I hate them. I hate black men for taking my girlfriend from me. Like,
Look, the content is enriched here. Look at what it draw. Look what the manuscript draw. The manuscript draw absolute integrity. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's probably, you know what I'm saying, honest as cuz could get.
Let's see. Nick O, he has an interesting comment down there. He said the issue is not paying a woman for pussy. The issue is black men living in a community where that is happening. Within 3 years of being here, non-black immigrant men live in better areas than ADOS.
Facts.
I don't consider myself Vados, though.
What do you consider yourself?
DOSA, Descendants of American Slaves.
Oh, okay. You kind of did like a reverse acronym, like Donnie had said something very similar some months back. You don't know. I mean, you might know who Donnie is, Mr. Imp. He is the guy that he's one of the habitual line steppers. He has a YouTube channel, You Ain't Shit for Watching. But he said that himself it should be descendant of African slaves instead of ADOS. So
yeah, because I looked at like the fact that I'm trying to get my mother's property, then I'm gonna rent it out because I got to do a lot of work to this property before it's actually be ready to be rented out. So, and I looked on the paperwork for like doing the transfer over, and it said descendant. I'm like, why are people calling themselves ADOS when you're supposed to be a descendant? If The person that has passed away, you're a descendant to the person that passed away that had you. So why are you calling yourself an ADOS when you should be a descendant of an American slave? That makes no sense to me.
No, I thought descendant was in their context, ain't it? Ain't it?
No, basically that's continuing the bloodline.
No, what do theirs stand for? What do ADO stand for?
That I
American
don't know because I didn't follow that movement.
American descendants of slaves, right? Yeah, that's it's descendant in there. My thing is how any of y'all how any of y'all think changes the status, like how's that different from the Moors? You know what I'm talking about? How's it different from the Moors perspective and an aspect of approaching it via status alteration or something? It seems like it's still status alteration, and they haven't honored anybody else that came before y'all. You know what I'm saying? Seeking to navigate their laws to do some status stuff that they say is you're permitted to do. They put up the fight to them. It's like, ain't they gonna put up the fight to y'all?
Pretty much, they kept changing the definition. First, it used to be, if I'm not mistaken, if we're gonna get on that subject, and I don't like to derail the topic or the conversation at hand.
No, 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 no,
First,
no,
it was
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Speak, brother. Speak for
First,
real.
it was called the Aboriginals. Then, when people started to get wind of like, oh wait, we didn't kill all the Aboriginals. Now they changed to African American. Then it was changed to black. So that's why they keep changing the definition. I'm not sure who were the people responsible for changing the definition, but
Let me tell you something.
basically, there's still Aboriginals around to this very day.
Let me tell you
This is the
something.
pilgrims. It's the
The
usual
word black
suspects.
the word black wasn't really widely used until James Brown made that song. That's a literal fact. Maybe someone else. It was used in political lingo, like the black codes
Right.
after slavery. Reconstruction. Um, and yes, in some instances we were called black, but it wasn't real widespread until James Brown popularized the term. Up until then, they gave us labels as Negro, Negra, colored. Colored was a real big one until James Brown popularized black.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think both of us are a little right. uh, yeah, but we got some like one thing I like about this chat is we have some people making some very astute observations down here. Um, Black Light Revelations 2. The only identity whites honor is white identity, which means they won't honor anyone else's definition of them, only how they define others. Mm, mm,
Mm.
very interesting. Rogish.
What it do?
Rogish, what? I'm looking at your avatar.
Yeah. That
Okay,
that's me. That's me in my largest dictionary, and I'm pointing to the word inspiration.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that mean to you? You got it up there for a reason.
Well, if for I think for change to occur within this specific type of society, one has to be inspired for change, unless they're already hardwired for instrumental change. You know what I'm saying? So, so with me, it's Aquarius shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker want to save the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a pain in the fucking ass, but you wake up with that shit, right? So
Hmm.
it's like, all right, you're always seeking how you can, you know what I'm saying, like dispel some of that shit. And it's like, all right, inspiration, because it's always, want to connect to the people and see people enriched and, you know what I'm saying, live long day and all that old shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what the picture really should be. Hold on. Let me show you this shit. Let me show you
Yeah.
exactly who is really supposed to be.
Okay.
Where
And,
you at?
and while we doing that, yeah, I have 52 likes. Thank you to all, but I also have two dislikes for some reason. So yeah, great guys. Thank you for those as well.
That's
Yeah,
what the picture really supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's the one I don't be showing my face all the time. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? What? You know what I'm
Now
saying?
I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. I can't wait to get a soundboard. But I
Yeah,
mean, I'm trying to go all the way with new equipment, new laptop,
that's what's
new
up.
soundboard. I like this headset, so I'm gonna keep the headset.
That's
Yeah, I'm
what's
But
about
up.
to upgrade my laptop as
once
well.
I
I
get
had
that
the
sound, Once, once, once once I get that soundboard, it's over with for a lot of folks out here.
For sure.
Shit, want to learn how to use them overlays that Stream Elements does. So I mean, just to jazz up the show a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
just always trying to make the environment, the presentation better, because especially for people, if it's like if it's not on, you know, for 40 people to sit there and commit themselves to watching this program, you got to give them something.
You know, definitely much
Yeah, yeah,
respect to it.
gotta give
Much
them
respect.
something, man. You know,
Much
so
respect for your participation. You know what I'm saying? Still sharp and still. It ain't just the still on the panel, but also that within the chat. You know what I'm saying? There's so much enrichment within the space. Like look, once that one show Raj had where she was mute, but we could all still hear what he was saying, that let you know. That lets you know that there, okay, that's some enrichment in this space. These people paying that type of attention to it. You know what I mean? There's some enrichment here, and it's something that obviously just based off of the ideology alone, folks are being able to actually be able to build, a good sizable amount of income for themselves. So, in an
yeah,
aspect of us living on it purely, perhaps, it's time for the space to self monetize or something. You know what I'm saying?
and why wouldn't anyone like want anyone to be not to be successful with this?
Right.
It's like I'm happy to see people making money from doing this, because
Hell yeah.
that says to me that I can make money too. That doesn't that doesn't cause any kind of hate bug in me just because I see this person, that person getting money. Because if I
Right,
was really
right.
pocket watching and hating like that, I'll be hating a lot of motherfuckers around here.
But you also don't want the wrong person running wild and I'm saying unbalanced with the enrichment of the space. There's a lot of Jews that they can get from here, run and probably just create some shit, but it always has to come back to the integrity of the space. So there's
Yeah,
going to be something within their presentation where they have to link ultimately to something that's highly integral about it. They can't just run the surface thing. A lot of people doing so with the relationship thing. A lot of people doing that shit now. Whatever.
man. Let me tell you something. The reason why that relationship conversation does so well, in the space and in the other areas, is because that's what people want to fucking watch. They always talk about, so why they keep talking about this stuff? Why they keep talking about it? It's a popular conversation. It's a
Right,
popular
right,
conversation.
but
And why?
it's a popular conversation due to folks looking primarily like for the mess within the shit. In an aspect of the solutions that come forth, you do not hear folks speaking on the solutions that come forth within the space, speaking on relationships. Yeah, motherfuckers going to have their gripe. Folks are going to have their perspective, a perspective that they present, but there's also solutions that are created, and you don't hear that shit, you know what I'm saying, and all the parasites, you know what I'm saying, siphoning off the
Let me
motherfucking space.
let me ask you a question, Rogish. And
Yeah.
this is tapping into like a kind of a bizarro version.
Yes, sir.
Um, what if I were the content creator that sat up there and put my focus on the shaming and silencing of black men? What if I was that guy?
If
It
you
was,
was,
it was it is I'm because I'm seeing comments like everybody's like, these are great convos, these are stimulating convos, blah blah blah.
right.
You know, in order to be that guy, I will have to give that kind of integrity up.
Mm,
I just feel like that a better version of myself is the one that's able to keep these conversations like this. You
facts,
know,
facts.
and sometimes I do take pokes and jabs at certain narratives, like you know, what one I kind of like in particular is poking fun at the swirl narrative, the zaddy narrative. So,
Right.
yeah, I mean, but it's like it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. This stuff is for entertainment purposes. This stuff's for entertainment. It does have a point. I never really
Maybe
had
maybe you should put edutainment.
edutainment.
Because it's not
Maybe
just
because
entertainment, though. It's a lot of jewels. That again, there go to space selling itself, motherfucking short. Cause you know what I'm saying.
edutainment.
Y'all drop jewels all day, every day, man. It's that's the shit that keeps people coming back. The fact that this shit is laced. People can come here and get laced, cuz for real. It is so much motherfucking game here. So
Edu,
much motherfucking game in the black manosphere. All right. And a
edutainment.
lot
I
of
like
people
that.
think, you know what I'm saying, with game is just, hollering at a chick, whatever. No, motherfucker. Game is motherfucking
Here's what
ease of navigation.
here's what
That's
I
what
say about the
game is.
game. I say what game is. I agree with your assessment of game,
Yeah.
but the guys that be claiming game this and claim game that
Yeah.
are the guys that sometimes fall into that whole um, these brothers are upset because they ain't getting no pussy. And then for
Okay.
them to call themselves game dudes, then they've made it
Nah,
exactly like that.
them
When they
motherfucker perpetrating the fraud,
Yeah,
cause
but
it's
they'll say some of the same things that you're saying, like game is really about how you carry yourself and not so much about getting pussy and all that. I mean, but the first attack these guys
Okay.
was using.
So game. Okay, game ultimately. Okay, so you have it has different states. Receiving game. Most of us in a specific age group, we were regularly used to receiving game, right? Now, in an aspect of dispensing game, that's different, right? So what they're talking about in the aspect of game dispenser, which in some regards, I mean, it is what it is with that. I think primarily they tend to use more deception in it. So, what I'm saying, it ain't really game that they're using. And then that element of game, it really that's what you do to a hoe. That's where the pimp and shit come in with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't game a woman, you game a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is,
Yeah,
these
so
mother
so so what are you saying with that aspect of this quote unquote game? Won't you think that game in a bitch is presenting some sort of falsehood or something, or do you think that it's the unfiltered that you're presenting?
I mean,
Because
no, if they going for a bitch, you gotta use game on a bitch. Because a bitch is a bitch. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now you dealing with hoes. The only motherfucker that could game a hoe is a pimp. Because that's some contractual shit.
you know what, I first heard that quote, "A bitch is a bitch." It was a song that came out years and years ago. It
I
was
think
too
short.
short.
I think it's short and cute.
Yeah, too short.
Yeah,
Ice Cube, bitch ain't
yeah,
nothing but
yeah.
a word.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But that's the thing. Weak motherfuckers don't like to make the distinctions, and then the lines get blurred.
yeah,
A bitch is a bitch. A woman is a woman, and there is a fucking difference.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree.
But these motherfuckers trying to got these motherfuckers using, you know what I'm saying, game on women. And that's why they clown them motherfuckers. Stupid motherfucker. You don't use a game and try to get a woman. Nigga, you gotta be 100. What the fuck?
Man, let me tell you.
You can tell a bitch anything, nigga.
Let me tell you. I see it down there.
No, I don't have to do that though.
That man said he takes the guesswork out.
Oh,
But
wait. Yo,
yeah,
that's fucked up, dog.
he said, "I
Damn.
can't believe Teen Mom is still on 12 years later."
Ain't
Shit,
that
it's
a
like
bitch?
it's almost shit. Teen Mom is almost like the mortician business. It's like it's not gonna people are not gonna stop dying, and it's not gonna stop being teen moms, especially at this point where we have degenerated ourselves to that kind of thing. Anyway, um, like there's the even I can remember when I was in high school, and
Right.
this was the start of high school back in 1992. The pregnant girl still was kind of like a unicorn. I would say.
Perfect word. Perfect word. Because I'm thinking, what element of scarcity can we put this in contextual framework with? A motherfucking unicorn. Exactly. That shit was not the norm, man. That shit was not the motherfucking norm. Maybe one. Maybe one. Maybe.
Yeah. What do you think? What Nico is saying right here? He's like, game. He put it in quotes. Game is about reinforcing a cultural paradigm of black male incompetence, trickery, hypersexuality, etc. Make groups that celebrate emphasize less game in business and mating unironically.
Let's see, what's the last part? Make groups that celebrate, emphasize less game in business and mating unironically. Come on up. Wait, hold up, Nico. That one's a little bit deep, cuz, you know what I'm saying? We might need you to put your.
Well, I said male groups that celebrate emphasize less game in business and mating unironically.
No, to
Uh,
celebrate, emphasize less
He said
game.
black male incompetence. I
There is
don't,
no game in business, though. That's no game in
but
business.
I could
incompetence.
probably explain that to y'all, but let me go inside and charge my phone. I could give you something on that as well.
Okay,
Please do.
yes, yes, by all means.
I get the
I'm
first
walking
one.
inside now. I was sitting on the porch to see if
Okay, but
one of
let me
you
just say
chicks
this.
wanted to
What you
get a little
smoking
quick
on,
in
Nick?
there. I guess not.
Hey,
That's a nice one. That's a
but
nice
let me
one.
say this real quick. I think that with the kind of game that you were referring to, Nico, I do think that there's a degree of competence that comes along with being able to woo the panties off a female. You know, if you're
Right.
going to bring up trickery, hypersexuality, and amongst other things.
What they need to be doing is teaching these motherfuckers charm because they can't just develop game like that. Game ain't
Yeah,
no
yeah,
motherfucking
yeah.
class.
Cause one thing, cause you know what though? Yeah, cause that's what it is. One thing that, and Anthony Hopkins said this in The Mask of Zorro to Antonio Banderas,
Right.
and my grandfather also said this, and my grandmother said this about my grandfather. You gotta have charm.
Yes.
Charm is not something that's female exclusive and feminine. Charm is something you use to allure
Yep.
the prey
Yes.
into
Yes.
it's to where you can ensnare them and make them yours.
That's why you can't go after any and every motherfucking bitch because it's
Yeah.
gotta charm is not going to be present with just a throwaway hoe.
Mm.
You charm is what you utilize when you're approaching women. Charm
But I think he tried to.
and not to deceive them. It's more along the line to create a pleasant interaction experience with you.
Yeah, I think Nico is now he trying to clean it up a little bit, saying male groups that emphasize male competence and patriarchy do not speak about gaming life or the women of their male group.
Hmm.
Mm.
Emphasize male competence and
That
patriarchy.
emphasize male competence and patriarchy. Uh, um, Said do not speak about gaming life or the women of their male group.
Now the women of their male group. You got. I'm gonna need a little bit extra on that one, cuz that's
Maybe he's
Nick. Oh, is a deep motherfucker, cuz. Hey man, come on
yeah. It's
up
kind
here,
of
man. What the fuck? What's up, man?
yeah. Nick O has always been pretty much a check guy. He's welcome to step up on the panel. I
Yeah,
mean,
please,
I don't I
please.
don't I don't make my like sometimes we do have to be careful who we let on the panel because some people do try to porn bum you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yo,
bullshit.
what?
uh,
Motherfuckers just show up with a Johnson out and shit. They'll have a
Wait, people
regular.
still do that on StreamYard, or they do that in general?
Yeah, well, the thing is,
shit,
it's
that
a
shit
way of
happened to Roger a couple
sabotaging.
times.
It's a way of sabotaging the stream. So
Cause see, what you can do is you can go back and report it to YouTube at a timestamp where that showed up. And then they'll
mhm.
take your stream down and then put a strike on your strike on your channel, which that
Yeah, because
is
I had to do that
is
a few
fucked up.
times.
It's fucked up, but it is what it is. Like it's like we have to, as content creators, be careful because it is who we let on. I've been pretty lucky, but it's been a couple people I've had my finger on that trigger because so because so because I mean it'll be some complete strangers that'll come up and it's just like either they'll say nothing, the camera come on all of a sudden,
Uh-huh.
then I'll
Uh-huh.
drop them down immediately. Like you ain't finna get me. If I ain't never seen you before.
But see, but that's how you know that you're on the right path, though. You know what I'm saying? And I used to think that was some bullshit. Like, oh, you ain't got no haters. You ain't doing nothing right. Well, in this society, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want no motherfucker, nobody hating on you. But it's like, nah, in this one, haters are a really good sign of progress.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the degree of hating, you know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker that came on here and that poor cutout of Rogers moniker. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Oh
really,
yeah,
dog.
yeah. That dude went above and beyond.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's I would say that's celebrity, at least manosphere celebrity status right there. Black manosphere celebrity status.
Mm,
Oh shit. They trying to sabotage you like a motherfucker, Raj, for real.
That's
yeah.
why I'm very selective, and I keep my friends of circles very small.
Well, who
Circle
got
of
a
friends very small. I said that wrong.
So that was an accident, y'all.
I thought that was a soundboard thing. I'm like, all right,
No,
what's
that
up?
was actually my cell phone. I was trying to press something else and hit that Mortal Kombat.
That was
But yeah, it's yeah. I keep my circle small too. It's a necessity because circle gets too big, somebody gonna screw you. Because I one time my circle got quite numerous, and next thing you know, I'm without a game system, and
uh,
every movie I collected for like 10 years. So
oh
And
word.
I
So you
experienced
had
that
you,
yeah, they were
recently.
all they were
whoa
all in one book. They were all in one book, and that's all because any and everyone was coming through the crib
word.
just because they had a little bud on them and some
Uh,
drink. So
uh,
like they probably got mad because they took them spankings in Madden.
uh. Hey, like Pimp C say, but niggas thinking that a sweet gonna get them through my door.
No, that's the thing. I kind of call myself trying to trust a neighbor. I'm not gonna put no names out there, and I'm not gonna say which neighbor. But I end up losing some equipment for like changing tires and shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to figure out who did it. Homeboy end up snitching on him. He didn't do no dry snitching. He just straight up snitched on him. I'm like, damn, okay, cool. Thanks for that. And this is a kid that snitched on him. I'm like, damn, for real?
Shit, yeah, yeah. Ain't no love in the game now. Shit,
I
look,
know. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
no.
not doing shit.
Hey,
none.
you know what though? But you know what though, man? I'd rather motherfucker that be stealing folks shit to get snitched out. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get a fucking job. I would love to know who that
But
motherfucker
oh
is.
look, bro. My sister is a natural motherfucking born thief. Cause I ain't gonna bullshit you. She stole some shit in front of me and the motherfucking jeweler.
Damn.
Nigga, I was working at GNC. I was, you know, saying some shit from GNC. You know, what I'm saying pocketing shit with them motherfuckers. So I went to the jeweler. I finna give me a herringbone. This when herringbones was the shit, right? My little sister was up there. I think she was like seventh grade and shit. I'm looking at something. I'm finna, I'm making a, say purchase, finna get my shit, whatever, the stolen money, whatever. And she, she looking at, what I'm saying, a ring that got a Uzi in it. You know what I'm saying? It's a Uzi with a heart around it and the shit, one of them. You know what I'm saying? One of them Arab spots. And you know what I'm saying? I buy my shit. We walk off, get in the car, and I look in the car. She looking at her. I'm looking at her car. She got two rings.
The fuck?
I said, "How the fuck you get that?" She said, "I just took it." I said, "Wait a minute, the motherfucker never left." I saw when he wasn't looking. Like, wait a minute, he was close to both of us. I was there and I thought I saw you. That motherfucker had to be looking. So all that to say, nigga, she was a natural, smooth operator, cuz. Clip. Doe.
Damn.
Yeah, they
Stick it.
couldn't catch me doing no stealing either. I only did it because I did it for revenge purposes only. I ain't just steal just to do it.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm dead ass serious. I only
Hold up,
stole when it was
man.
for
Hold up,
revenge
man.
purposes only.
That man jumped to the 3rd chapter in the book, man. Like, dude, tell that, like, give us the intro at least.
All right. I don't know if people on the panel or in the comment section want to listen to this.
Okay,
It
we
was
listened
really up to
last
them.
time.
That's it.
Let's
All
hear
right. Well, all right. Well, it was about 2011, right? Yeah, you damn right I'm gonna be a revenge thief. So basically, I was going to this school. I'm a certified medical assistant as of now.
Yeah.
But I tried to ask for my picture back, you know, because they had us take pictures so they could promote their school. So I asked for my picture back because it's the only thing I have left of my mother, but that's a story for another day. That I had was wearing like a Chicago Bulls hoodie, you know, with Michael Jordan and shit, because that was the team where he won all those championships. I asked for my picture back and they told me no. So I'm like, why are you telling me no for something that you had me take a picture of? Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what they doing. So basically trying to use me as free promotion for their damn school, and then they don't want to give back the picture back when they promised to give the picture back at the end of the term. So I'm like, okay.
How you know
So
they
y'all
finna
want to
make
play this
money from
game?
that promotion?
And I got something out of them in return. I got one of their damn books and some medical equipment, and they can't do shit about it because the statute of limitations is 6 years. They couldn't do shit.
Wait,
That's what you get for not giving back my fucking picture.
Man,
wait.
I gotta be.
Wait.
I'm really fucking. Hold up, go ahead, Rogish, man.
Go ahead.
Listen. What? So you took a picture with Michael Jordan, right?
No. I didn't take a picture with Michael Jordan. I was wearing a hoodie.
You're wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, it was a Chicago Bulls hoodie. It was just a red Chicago Bulls hoodie. It was just like an everyday hoodie. It was a picture they had me take.
All right, they had a picture. They had you take a picture in the hoodie. That what you saying?
Yeah, because they were trying to promote their school. They were trying to get some free promotions so they could get more people to come to the school. So I asked for it at the end of the term or the semester when I got completed with it. They told me no, we're just gonna keep it.
Okay, I got a question.
Keep that shit. You're not about to use me as free promotion. Fuck that. So I stole their shit.
So
they didn't know it was me though.
So because of that picture, because this photo, more people was coming to the school. That what you're telling?
No, I'm just saying they were just using it as free promotion. They wasn't gonna give it back regardless.
So you didn't sign a waiver to use your image and likeness, and you know, and for all of your and for everything they put you through, you got some medical equipment. And fuck them because the statute of limitations is 6 years.
In my state, Michigan, they can't do shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, you from Michigan? Oh
Bruh,
yeah, nigga, y'all grinding out there, cuz all this shit makes sense now. All this shit makes sense. What part of Michigan you from?
Detroit.
Yeah, you know Motor City. All right, dude. All this shit makes sense now. Okay, cool.
Home of Hockey Town.
All right, dude. Yeah.
I remember drinking plenty of beer Hockey Town when I came up there.
Yeah, all right.
They getting a couple chili dogs that went efficiently throughout my system without becoming a painful doo-doo. Like Detroit.
What the fuck?
Awesome.
Yeah, Detroit. Nice spot.
Man, say, you go.
The funny thing about it, the school don't even exist no more.
Did you get that picture back? Did you even try
to go back? I didn't even care at that point. I just know I got away with that damn crime. They can't do shit.
Crime? You admit to be? Hey man, look. I'm gonna put you like.
I ain't got no fucks to give.
I'm not admitting to nothing. I'm neither admitting nor deny anything. That's how I cover my ass.
You ain't got no fucks.
I mean, I'm quite sure you didn't go by Mr. Imp. Like you didn't go by Mr. Imp back then, so I think you're pretty
Hell
safe.
no. I'm
Yo,
not gonna put my real name on YouTube.
what?
Shit.
What does Mr. Imp mean?
Imp basically means devil or
Right,
demon.
right. All right, cool. I can dig it.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'll watch it. I'll tell you the story. Y'all ready? I'm sure y'all down in the chat want to hear this story.
That's
I
it.
remember I was watching this Cinemax movie.
Yeah.
You know, one of them titty flicks,
Oh yeah.
and
Thursday
and
night.
yeah, and it had an imp in it.
Oh yeah,
That
the imp in that
motherfucker was
motherfucker.
fucked up.
Right.
Like, that's it. That's the story. But
Was it
That's it, nigga. Really?
was the imp licking titties?
man, he was doing some of them titties. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you.
I remember that late night Thursday Skinner Max, nigga. Like, God damn, boy, look at these white bitches' titties. God damn.
There's just boobies everywhere, flapping around.
That's
Shit.
it. No ass at all. Titties and red hair. That's all it was.
Yeah, it had that pancake booty, man. It's like,
Pasty
man,
titties.
you notice that, man? Hey, but for real though, hey, have you ever you noticed that, man? How much flatter their butts were back in the '80s? Like they had
Look,
them, like them checkerboard booties.
bruh, there is a video that Real Black TV just put up of Howlin' Wolf performing in front of some pilgrims. I think it's 1962.
Howlin' Wolf.
Howlin' Wolf. Oh, smoke that light. That motherfucker, right? You know what I'm saying?
The fuck?
Howlin' Wolf, sound like a Howlin' Wolf.
Yeah, go ahead. Wolf. So all these white bitches sitting up in the motherfucking stool, right? They got on, you know what I'm saying, the petticoat, the puppet dog, all that shit, Bobby knockers and shit. And they sitting up there just bobbing, nigga, straight back all the way down, you know what I'm saying, to the thing. No ass. Look like the letter L, cuz. The straight up letter L. No ass
Like the
whatsoever.
Japanese. If the Japanese swordman decided to swipe and cut the ass off, he'll still miss.
You make all kind of katakana with them hoes, nigga.
See, I can't carve an ass out of this.
It's big white bitches now, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
Johnson. So yeah, these white
Back in
chicks
the
like
80s,
that no
man.
fuck. Yeah, I
Back
done
in the
seen some
80s.
thick ass pilgrim shit. Like, God damn, bitch, how you get that damn thick? Just thick.
All right, so let me see. Antoine Johnson.
They eating
I
different.
done revenge theft back in the day. Someone stole from me, and I stole back from them. All right.
I ain't never done no revenge
You
stuff.
know,
I used
I'm
to,
thinking about doing that, but the consequences are even greater right now. So I can't do none. I'm
actually, I
on
did do
probation, but
revenge
that's a
stuff.
long story.
Well, I mean, you want to be able to be a person that people can trust, right?
I mean,
So
the
I
thing
mean, I
is,
don't think you would want to do something like that again.
of course not. But the thing is, I disarm people with honesty. Okay, that's why a lot of people seem to actually trust me more.
Oh, okay, because you have a display of brutal honesty, and let me tell y'all something real quick.
Look what Petway boy for.
Man, I saw the oh god. I'll put this comment up. This is for the sisters. Man, I saw the finest white woman yesterday, and she was right from the hair down, ass on point.
One of them thick snow bitches. What pussy?
I mean, they do. I mean, they do exist.
Hey, dog, look, that was the funniest shit. Cause listen to them Peckerwoods called they chick all kind of names, nigga, Beaver, Snapper, Burger, all kind of shit. It's like, damn, man, what's y'all? They ain't got no nice names for y'all women. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, so it makes sense though. Where I'm from, they say wolf pussy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, it makes sense now. Once the pilgrims confirmed it.
Yeah, that's the first I've heard that term though. What the fuck?
That's Oklahoma right there, cuz.
All right. I got another point to make. it was just probably going to be another 30 minutes, and let me get it back in my brain
Yeah.
because I just forgot it. It just slipped out of my brain. It's like, fuck.
Too much
Like
nearest
that.
over there, huh?
Yeah, it's about the black man. Blake. Oh, okay, I got it. I got the point. I got the
Yeah.
point. Okay, so all right. We'll be back after this. All right. All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right. All right. All right.
It's
Black men
officially a
hate.
show, folks.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to add a little variety to this show.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but should black men who has transgressions against black men socially and physically, should black men or black culture, black society, black community, should we develop a system to where that kind of treason is punishable with like not so much extreme consequences, but consequences that would make you think about ever doing that shit again?
Mm. Oh, let's see. So,
That's a tough one.
all right, so you're speaking finality, right? So you're speaking, saying
No, no,
finality.
not so much
Well,
finality
not the
because
ultimate finality, all right? But no, you're talking about
like
to where they get back in pocket and don't get out of pocket anymore in that regard, right? So the thing is, you gotta ask yourself what has been the beneficial result from them for them taking the route that they took. So
mm,
they took the out of pocket route. What has been the result or the beneficial result for them taking the out of pocket route? How much of that benefit have they already consumed? And if any, method of reward or punishment, physical or whatever, would actually hold solution to it.
mm, mm.
Because the thing is, you don't go against the black manosphere on a humbug. That's intent.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The black manosphere is a very localized space.
Right.
Our code is black men. Even if we are to adopt any kind of code or system or methodology, I really feel like that dudes who kind of buck dance like that a little
Yeah.
bit, I think that they deserve to be punished.
Mm.
I really do. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not talking about the most extreme thing like cut a fingertip off or anything. I'm not.
I
I'm not a
mean,
monster.
look. All right. So, I'm one of the mentality think that Black Manosphere should have had like some Fight Club shit started a long fucking time ago,
Yeah,
way back, motherfucking, 2007 when they was rocking. Y'all should have had a Fight Club started already. ready to dispense some motherfucking act right around. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is,
yeah,
what they were standing on was merely a perspective of it wasn't even on attack or nothing. It was just critique back then. It grew into somewhat of an attack, what I'm saying? But it was primarily critique back in the, 2008, 2009 and shit. It was critique. So if you couldn't take critique back then, and now that those critiques has grown harsher with the advent of the introduction of the brothers, what I'm saying, from the college aspect, the instructors, the PhDs, it's grown even more potent, man. That's an exponential growth beyond none other, dog. And
yeah,
that's why it's influencing across the board as it is. You know what I'm saying? It's
I
so
agree.
again, again. I don't know. Me personally, I ain't never had no problem with elitism. I think shout out, Charles Faulkner for protecting the perspective of elitism. Elitism is needed. Elitism is
Yeah.
required.
Hey, yeah. You like, and let me make this statement.
Yeah.
We all need shame to an extent.
Facts.
We can't get rid of our shame completely because we just be a people who just slack off.
Right.
So I get that.
Right.
which is why I'm not trying to slack off now. Since I can add to the conversation what we're talking about right now, currently I am a business owner. I own a trucking company. It's not in the final stages, but it's still in the works. I
That's
got
what's
the
up.
LLC form, the of organizations. I got all of that done. And I'm also producing food in my spare time. Mind you, that the only food that's growing right now is the potatoes and the carrots. Everything else, I just started with that. So I'll let you know the results of that in a few months.
All
That's
right.
what's up. That's what's up. You got some spot for the spillover?
But a spillover,
Dude, you look. People really neglect how enriched this world really is. If you've never had a garden before,
no,
you
I
start
haven't.
growing,
This is a
dog.
project
It
I'm starting.
it's fit to be overflow, dog. It's fit to be overflow. So find some place for the overflow. Either some place in the community, maybe some people that you know or whatever. But no one family can contain one garden. That's why what I'm saying there should always be at least 4 or 5 houses in the community that
Hey,
has gardens in their
hey, but
backyard.
you know what though? But you know what though? You can only applaud his effort.
Oh, for sure. You
You
kidding
you
me?
can you can
Hey,
you can only
salute,
applaud it. That's all you can
salute,
do.
salute.
Uh, yeah, I mean, shit. That's something that we have gotten away from as a people.
Yeah,
We've gotten
yeah.
away from growing food and being able to survive on our own.
Yeah,
Like,
because I'm sick of eating the white man's food. I hate to say shit like that, but I'm just sick of eating that shit, to be honest.
I mean, well, look, it ain't even food. It ain't even fucking food no more. It ain't even food no more. And they always changing the laws to permit more of that crazy ass, what I'm saying, bizarro consumption shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, this says that we can sell this. All right, so what's the main ingredient in it? Something that's usually dangerous, but not if
We're
we
yeah,
gonna
put
sell it
only
anyway.
this much in it.
that shit be some bullshit like ammonium triphosphate or
You
something.
know what I mean? And then they're like, yeah, but the law says, nigga, who setting these motherfucking laws of nutrition? You evil motherfuckers. Well, the FDA will permit this and they permit that. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Like I got in the back and forth with one of my family members about how these medicines keep coming on TV
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
got all these horrible ass side effects. But okay, it was kind of one of them.
You know what I
And
mean?
one thing that he did educate me on is the fact that they have to tell you those side effects, and yeah, they have to give you the worst case scenarios on
Bro,
those commercials.
I worked downtown Dallas one time, one of these big ass hotels and shit. And anytime they got the conventions. The main convention is the religious shit. Uh, you got the Mary Kay, you got the cars, you got the hunting convention. These motherfuckers show up, all of them looking like Crocodile Dundee. And you got the motherfucking pharmaceuticals, cuz. And the thing is, these motherfuckers are check in under a name that they'll go through 15 minutes to explain to you why they're not using their real name, right? Half of the motherfucking convention in it, they changed the motherfucking name and continue on. So they start off with one name and they end up with like a third one. No bullshit. Is that fucking? I don't know how you. It's not necessarily secretive, but the fact that they have that many layers against, what I'm saying, the legitimacy of it, that already shows you that, all right, y'all about some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? with these so-called, what I'm saying, pharmaceuticals or whatever. You know. They ain't the only one. They look, the Benny Hinn gang used to come in and motherfuckers will hit up all the Rite Aids and shit, buying up all the knee pads. And They're like, why they buying up all the knee pads? They're like, well, look, when they hit your head, you got to go to the floor. Bam! You know what I'm saying? Instant Holy Ghost. Boy, they know how to hustle in the South, man. They know how to hustle out here, bro.
Yeah, some of those medications actually stop my breathing. Now, for most of you that don't know, I have asthma.
Right.
So I was on this prescribed medication. I think it was over the counter.
Was it a
And I was
steroid?
just like, that shit made me not fucking want to go back to doctors, but eventually I'm about to go see one pretty soon.
Was it a steroid?
No, it wasn't a steroid. I'm on steroid medication right now.
All right.
That would be my inhaler. But I forgot what the name of the medication I was using. I would take it right before sleep.
Right.
And I remember one time when I took the medication, it felt like my lungs skipped a beat and I couldn't breathe for like 1 second. Then I woke the fuck up and I shot straight up like, what the fuck was that? I gotta stop taking that damn medication.
Now the thing is, make sure that never happen when one of them hoes is around you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, of course
they're
not.
gonna probably
I
make
ain't
you
gonna
want
be
to
taking
choke
no
their
fuck.
ass out.
No. Oh,
With that steroid, dog. You know, that steroid kicking in, you know what I'm saying? A little off one time, and your hoe get out of pocket. And, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, you got a cake.
No, but I'm trying to think of the damn medication. It starts with either S or an A.
Yeah.
It wasn't Symbicort because that actually helps. It was like a small pill that you take.
Oh, does it matter because all of them have the same deadly ass? Motherfucker said, when I took this, I thought about taking suicide, taking my own life and shit.
Yeah, that's what
Suicidal thoughts and actions. I was like, actions?
Yes.
I was like, God damn.
If you have thoughts of suicide, make sure you call a certified professional.
like I said,
that shit right now.
Yeah,
some people develop bleeding lungs, exploding eyeball, inverted nuts.
Inverted nuts. Oh my god. Hey, but despite all that, the guy that I had brought up this had this discussion with, he did educate me on they do have to tell you all of the side effects. So that way you can throw caution to the wind. But it's about that time, man. You know,
already.
Yep. We're at the
third. It was a sedative. Yep.
Yeah, we're at the
hero.
third hour. So let's go with these final statements, and I'll give my closing word.
Yes, sir. I'll go first.
But thank God, like Mr. Imp, thank God that you didn't make it off any worse than what you did by taking it.
No, I stopped taking it immediately after that sedative actually caused my lungs to skip. And I'm just like, it felt like I died for a second and I woke up. So I'm like, fuck that. I ain't taking this shit no more. Y'all ain't about to kill my black ass.
Yeah. On that note, long live the habitual line steppers. Thanks for the hospitality, Kev. So they come to motherfuckers in touch with a film side. You know what I'm saying? By trying to bash the black manosphere. The black manosphere is chock full of enrichment and enriched enrichment. All right. This is very, very high quality content here. There's all different aspects of life that brothers speak upon, that other brothers absorb, which actually, it proves to be an instrumental factor in them sharpening themselves, leveling up and everything. Like I said, this is actually a black think tank. And the fact that it's built off of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Prove your principle. Prove your principle. Don't just speak it, prove it. You know what I'm saying? So that's some honorable shit. And it was pure before the parasites jump in. The fact that there wasn't parasites upon it like 7 years ago, you know what I'm saying, to the degree which it is now, that even that was a miracle. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, there's a light upon the space. I really, you know what I'm saying, want all y'all to get a perfect time and Big D approach with this. You know what I'm saying? The passion that he puts into it That's the passion that everybody should have for it. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. Because this space is full of light. You're going to get your haters, you're going to get your detractors, but also they're going to have to utilize some precepts from the space, some of the factors of it. If they're able to run wild with it, they could pollute, you know what I'm saying, the ideology as a whole. So so again, we got the weekend warrior here. He attacks everything that attacks the space. You know what I'm saying? This is part of his character, consistent. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him some support. So, and also, you know what I'm saying, let's see if we could take a perspective of, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, maybe prevention of it. You know what I'm saying? Again, perhaps there needs to be a council that is created. The space is that rich, it's that full now to where perhaps a governing body should be established. But I'll leave it off on there. As always, y'all take care of yourself, stay safe, stay strong, and don't get that motherfucking vaccine. Holla.
All right, Rogish. Appreciate you as always coming by, man, and long live, definitely. Yeah, another great show in the books. Mr. Imp, what's going on?
Nothing much. I am about to get out of here and I'm about to go to bed. But this is what I would like to say about that vaccine. They've just recently found out about the COVID-19 vaccine that there might be a rare heart condition that could, it might cause a rare heart condition if you take the vaccine. I'm still not going to get it because a friend of mine might have recently passed away. It was a much older gentleman, and he kept urging me to get the vaccination. I told him, like, why am I going to sit there and allow the government to keep experiment on me, and then it might kill me in the process? No, I had to tell him that. And then, long story short, I'm about to go over there and check on him probably either today, this morning, to see if he's still around because he's not picking up his phone. So I'm not sure what happened to this guy. He might have kicked the bucket when I was in between jobs. So I'm not sure what happened to him. But when we talk again, I might have to give you an update on that. Don't get that
Okay.
vaccine, period.
All right, definitely. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Mr. Imp. And is that your YouTube channel, Mr. Imperfection Gaming channel?
It is. Sometimes I might go out of left field, but that's because I've been diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic. So I might just be out of this world when I say certain things. Don't hold it against me. I've actually been medically diagnosed, so I do have a disability, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, well, thanks for being straight about that, man. And no judgment here. I know I said that everyone judges everyone, but I try to be as discretionary as possible. So thanks for coming up and being straight up and just being brutally honest about who you are, man. You got my respect. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't like to, well, some people like to say, lead them on.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I try not to do. I know
Yeah.
I have that tendency to do that sometimes, but I don't like to lead people on and like make promises I can't keep. If I can't just keep the promises, then if I don't see you again, then you might just think I'm a liar, or I
Yeah,
might
yeah,
have just moved
yeah.
on to something else. So,
Yeah, definitely. Credibility is something that I feel like that we should strive for here in space, and definitely, you seem by making that statement that you are someone that is conscious about your credibility. But thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate you sharing your thoughts, and you know, just
all
yeah,
right, I
it
will
was very
see
interesting.
you
It was very
soon.
interesting to say the least. Very interesting. So, all right, thanks, Mister Young.
All right, see you later, man.
All right. Okay, and here is my final word for tonight. Yeah, it's as always, these conversations are long enough to go into different things, and they are as enjoyable as always. So, yeah, the topic, we do topics here. It's to like I wonder what those guys are talking about. So that's how I like to do titles, but they always evolve into interesting shows. But just to be clear on the basis of why I do this is because I haven't felt that for many years black men have gotten really a fair handshake and in the conversation, and it's high time that we did. It really is. And I do care about this perspective getting out here because you have to see it not just from all side. I mean, not oh shit. I said not. Okay, I said that wrong. You have to see it not just from one side or this side or that side, but you have to see it from all sides. You have to see it from all sides, and then we have to come to an understanding. And anybody that gets in the way of that process, including haters of any gender, but my expectation is for the men to be more logical and more, and even in a lot of aspects, be more willing to try to patch things up and try to go places that are more productive for us as a culture and as a people. And it's just but you use your reach to hate instead. Well, yeah, it's gonna come a time where we're gonna have to confront all this bullshit that goes on, in order for us to evolve and to move further, and to have it and to impact and be the change that we so often say that we do not see. And I'm just telling you right now, and this is something that we're gonna have to start adopting. We need to crush the efforts against what we're trying to do here. And this black men hating on black men bullshit, that shit's old right now. Yeah, that shit's old. I'm not gonna sit here and preach continuously about what we need to be doing, this, that, and the other. But at the same time, I can rail against what's counterproductive. Whether you want to follow a certain doctrine or narrative or not, there's still so many choices that we can make as black men to impact change that is much needed. As far as our culture, our community, the healing between the black man and the black woman that is seemingly much needed these days. Because some of these people even rail against that. Some of these guys even rail against that. Cause I call it something like they keeping them stupid. Is if you keep them stupid, you can continue to get whatever you want out of them. But if you get rid of the stupidity and they start doing the right thing, uh, what kind of man would you be exposed as anyway? If the sister got actually really got her shit together, where's what's left for you if you're just a hateful ass Negro who wants to trample upon the efforts of people who actually care? And yes, I did mean that. I meant that we should see it as treason within our ranks. There needs to be some kind of code, seriously, because see, the code that we've mostly gone by, and no one wants to say this shit, the code that we've gone by is sugarcoating. We want to sugarcoat everything. We want to put everything on black struggle. We want to put everything on the backs of people who have already paid the price. So I get the arguments about the past, but we don't want to take this upon ourselves. So instead of just saying, "Hey, you know what? If I'm not going to do anything, I'm gonna just at least sit back and let the man who actually cares spearhead it. And if he gets somewhere, I won't be against it. I actually support it." You would think that would be the mentality of your modern everyday average brother these days. And I do believe that a lot of us do want to see the positive change, the change that we ever so complain about, never seeing. But instead, you got them haters, you got the motherfuckers that want to appeal to the stupid in people and keep everything divided, But a lot of these people want to do it at the expense and at the humility of black men. And that's something that never should be, ever. You know, leadership has a price, y'all. Remember that. And for a lot of these haters out there, it's not a price they're going to be willing to pay. Because a lot of that bullshit that they preach, all that hate they spew, they will be the last one to sit up there and try to save them or protect them if the situation ever arose. I have more confidence in the people I fool with than any of those guys that swear up and down that they're simps for good reason and they love the females. I mean, we love the pussy too, but we got to think logically about certain things. Shit, seen too many brothers go down because so many brothers just don't want to at least talk first before things get to an actual horrible level. But that that's that right there is the tragic part. And I mean, it's something we got to deal with, but we better deal with it soon. I'll tell you that much. But I'm tired as fuck right now, and I'm talking tired. So that's it for tonight. Join me for any given Sunday, where, as usual, I don't know what the topic will be, but I'm sure it'll be a pretty good topic to say the least. So, this is Kev, your weekend warrior. Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. See y'all for any given Sunday. Hey y'all, one more time. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do this shit again. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Wait a given Sunday.